Is everyone here?
Everyone is here, but evidently just fucking silent as a mouse.
Yes, we are you.
Kyle is currently not using his headset because it's... Oh, there it is.
Yeah, I'm back. I just need to make sure of some quick things, and plus I was playing a game and it was low battery, so I had to charge it just in case.
Alright. Well, welcome back. We're about to start playing some Dungeons and Dragons. So, I think we left off with our last party. Let's see. They went out to fight dragons, I think, and that didn't last very long. I think they all died.
Damn.
Yeah, so this time we'll, I guess, continue on from either down or the base camp out near the Kobold cavern. Those are the only places I guess we might continue from. So let's get some characters ready to go. Then we'll just go down the list as per usual. And if you want, if you know how to already, go ahead and start rolling up your next character. I'll just be going down the list. Just a moment.
God, good to be back.
I need a new character. Every single one of my lines are dead.
Damn.
Alright then. So, yeah, Odysseus was killed last game, right? So you'll need a new one.
Yeah, because evidently he can't go up against 4 dragons.
Right.
I've also discovered I do need magic missile in order to fight a dragon. So that would have been nice to know beforehand.
Would sleep work on a
like
dragon?
you, Stu.
I'm curious. Would sleep work on a dragon?
No, it would not.
No.
Yeah. Well, let's see. I wish it works.
So do I.
But-
So do I. I also wish Charm Person would work on it, but apparently not. Or Shield against its attacks, but no.
Man, I wonder why shield doesn't work. Maybe it's the overwhelmingly power the dragon has.
I want you to know that one of the dragons was within 1 HP of dying. Which
Yes,
is
that-
fucking nuts to me, by the way.
Yeah, it was the leader of the pack as well. So
Yeah, morale check.
He almost
yeah.
killed one fucker.
I almost killed one of them. If only I had an attack prepared for that.
If we run into a weak dragon, I'm going to be happy. But for now, let's not go for any dragons for this session because all of us are weak as fuck.
Alright, Gold. So, do you want to use the dice rolls channel to roll your ability scores? Or do you want me to roll for you? Or something else?
I'll roll. Roll. Yes. 6, 3d6. Let's see. I mean, this is complicated stuff.
God damn!
That is a good fucking day.
I never seen something
Those are
so
good
beautiful
rolls.
and yet so sad. I never seen something so beautiful, and then there's. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's
Would
all
you
right.
recommend a thief, Egan, or would you recommend a fighter?
I would recommend a thief
Can I play a
due to the
dwarf?
high. You could. Dwarves need at least a 9 constitution. You've got 13.
We're going dwarf.
Alright, go ahead and roll 1d8 for hit points.
That's 4.
Alright, you get a +1 bonus, so you'll start with 5. And then go ahead and roll 3d6
Alright.
for money.
I just did 11. Let's make him ranged.
Okay, do you want the short bow or a crossbow? Or something else?
The short bow, because that's actually easier to deal with.
Yeah, you're right. Alright, so that only goes to you 4 coppers. You've got 7 left. Do you want this to be the heir of Odysseus, or do you want to hold on that?
I want to hold on that because I need him to actually survive.
Sounds good. With his remaining 7 coppers, do you want to get more weapons or something else?
7 remaining coppers. Get him a knife, a dagger. Get
A
him
knife
some,
or a dagger or both?
yeah, a knife.
Just a knife? Okay.
Just a dagger. Yeah.
A dagger and a knife, or they're different?
Just a dagger.
Okay.
And we'll get him some of the most classic, basic stuff we need on a trip: bandages, ropes, knapsack.
Alright, yeah, you can afford that.
If that's possible.
That would be all the last 3 coppers.
That's fine.
Alright, last step is to choose your character's name.
Since this guy was named Odysseus, and we already had one Telemachus, Telemachus, what's his wife's name? Fuck it, this is a woman. There we go. Penelope.
Alright, sounds good. Thank you.
Penelope the dwarf.
Alright, welcome back, Hart. Do you want to play as Brett today or someone else?
Can I get a new one?
Of course. And you've already rolled your ability scores?
Sorry, what?
Did you already roll your ability scores?
Yeah.
Okay, could you tell me?
Let me see. I got 13, and then 14, and 10, and 10, and 9, and 7.
Alright, so your
That's
character,
one hell of a dex.
yeah, typo, sorry.
20 dex. Fucking Christ.
That would be crazy. It would be off the scale, so it wouldn't do anything, I think. Alright. You still need to choose a class then. Do you want to see the options or recommendations?
Yeah.
Alright, here's a chart of all the class options. And based on your scores, since you're strong and smart, I'm gonna recommend fighter or magic user or elf to you. What's your choice?
Wait. What does an elf do?
Elves are very good at fighting and can also use magic, so they're kind of a dual class.
Oh, okay. I can try elf. It would be my first time.
It's okay. Alright. Go ahead and roll 1d6. Yeah, it's not bad. It's just definitely one of the more harder classes to level up in because they require the most experience since they've got 2
Oh
jobs.
shit. Egan, we forgot something.
What's up?
This hit has 30 or 30 XP. Does that not translate to something?
Oh, you said that this would not be his heir, right?
Oh, okay, yeah. So it only steps in when. Yeah, fuck. I forgot. I'm a dumbass.
That's okay, no worries. We forget sometimes. Okay, Heart. So since you chose Elf and you rolled hit points, you scored 5. Nice. Next, you need to roll 3d6 for your character's starting money or starting funds.
6. I got a 9.
Alright, nice, thank you. Alright, so with 9 coppers, first you're gonna need a spell book to put your spells in, costing you 3 coppers. So for your spells, the options are the same. In case you don't know, I'll go over your options. So you can either have 2 Dungeon Master chosen spells, or you can have 2 random spells, or you can choose 1 spell, right? So here are the options, and your options are between these 12 first level magic user spells, or magic user and elf spells.
I will do 2 random.
Alright, for that, go ahead and roll 2d12.
2d12.
Yes.
2d12 was it? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a 20.
So you've got 11 and 9, which is actually the usual that I choose. So read magic and sleep. Both are very good.
Okay.
Alright, I guess it was meant to be. You'll get to choose 1 spell to memorize for this game. So between those 2 spells, do you already know which one you want?
Do we already have sleep?
Not yet.
Not, I will choose sleep then.
Alright, thank you.
Oh,
Yeah, I heard you. Sorry.
Good choice.
Alright. So you've got some copper left over. 6 pieces left. Do you know what weapons or armor you want to start with?
Something like a bow. A bow would be nice. Or no, a sling.
A sling? Do you want a sling or a bow?
I'd rather have sling.
Alright, good choice. Costing you a total of 2 coppers. And that leaves you with 4 coppers for anything else you might want. Would you like some ideas, or do you want to look at the list?
What is it called?
Here's some
Armor
examples.
can I afford?
Armor, let's see. You can't afford much right now since you only have 4 coppers. You can afford small armor, like light shields or light gambesons, but they don't do terribly much. So I would recommend just focusing your money or what's left, unless you want to save it for better armor later. But I would recommend saving it for, using it on equipment and supplies, or maybe additional weapons. So here are some ideas of what you can get.
Can I get a torch, I guess?
Yeah, sure. Now you're gonna need something to, of course, carry the torches. So like a kind of bag. Do you want a sack or something like that? Okay.
The cheapest option.
Alright, good choice. That leaves you with 2 more coppers. I'm also going to recommend a tinder box so you can light the torches and start fires.
Oh, okay.
And the last thing you'll need, well, the last copper is up to you. How would you like to spend it?
I will save the last one.
Sounds good. Alright, one step left before you're done. It's to choose your character's name. Do you need more time?
Hello?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Oh, yes, I hear you. Can you name me Lilith?
Lilith?
Like the Bible.
Okay, sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, thank you. Kyle, you're next. Do you want to play as Virgil or some other character?
I'll play as Virgil.
Alright, just a moment.
Both times I look at the list again. God, it's been a while since I played. What did Virgil have?
Alright, so here's your record. You've got 65 copper pieces. Do you want to make any purchases?
Okay. Could you tell me what? Wait. Oh, actually, I can actually just see what am I asking. Okay, hold on. Let me see. MVPs, have we got it? Actually, I don't think there's anything I would buy. I'll just keep it. I'll keep the rest in like a bank.
Okay, sure. You've got 91 coppers in the bank.
Yay.
Do you want to hire retainers for this game? Or create a new character?
Sure. I'll create a new character. Alright.
Alright, have you rolled the ability? Okay, go ahead.
Six, 3, D6. Okay.
Alright, try again. It's actually /roll space 6 space 3d6. If that doesn't work, just make sure you're typing it out, right? Because the whole idea is that you're prompting a bot
3.
to roll for you. Yeah, in the chat.
How am I doing? /roll 6.
Yeah, you seem to be doing everything right, except that maybe try roll instead of R, and make sure that the bot is prompted as you're typing it out. Because the bot should take over your message. You should be able to roll into it.
Okay, hold on. Alright. /roll 3, D. Bro. Hey, we got. Alright, I'm going to use my phone for this. Jesus Christ, why is it not working on my PC?
I'm also switching to phones. I need to do some stuff.
Would it be too late for me to jump on?
Yeah, just sit tight.
You're not too late, but you're definitely just on the fucking clock.
Oh, I see. That's why. 6, 86. There we go. That's better. Oh my.
Wait.
Okay, could you read your scores out to me?
15, 9, 10, 9, and 10, 10.
Alright, thank you. Okay, so now you're gonna choose a class. Do you already know what class you want?
I guess I'm a bit forced to play barbarian because the high attack damage.
Yeah, you do
High
have a high
strength.
strength.
So what dice is that?
So barbarian is not a class in OD&D actually, but you could play a fighter.
Yeah, fighter.
Alright, so for hit points you're gonna roll 1d8.
Please, Lord, you go be. Why?
So it's gonna be slash roll space 1d8.
Roll space 1. Eight. Oh my god.
Nice. Good job. Go ahead and roll 3d6 for your money.
Okay. Slash roll 3d6. Oh, okay, exactly 8. Damn.
Alright, so since you're a fighter,
Nope.
you're gonna focus
Nope.
on armor and weapons, okay?
Alright.
Alright. Do you know what weapons and armor you want?
If I remember, I could dual wield right?
Yeah, you could use 2 weapons at the same time, I suppose. However, you would only be
What am
half
I
effective
kidding,
with
man?
both swings, right? So in reality, in real life, if I used a baseball bat and used 2 baseball bats, it would be more effective overall, faster, and have more power behind the swing. You would maybe have 2 attacks, right? But it wouldn't be a half as good or as good as just one.
True.
Yeah, so 2 hands, right? So think about that too. You can still do it, but there's a drawback. There is a slight drawback.
I'll buy myself and I'll buy this guy a hand axe.
Okay. The cost is 4 coppers. Anything else?
And yeah, I'm still broke just by armor. Damn. Alright,
If you want, there's a
then
cheaper
one
weapon you can get
more.
if you still want to get armor.
What?
There are cheaper weapons if you still want to get armor.
Actually, I'll actually like to get armor first.
So if you want to stick to an axe, there's a cheaper axe known as the Francisca, which is a smaller axe actually. It's a throwing axe. But if you want something a bit better for cheap, I would recommend either a club or a spear, right? For 3 coppers only.
I see. Okay, I think I get it. I'll go for the axe, and I would like to buy a shovel.
Okay, so if you want the spade, you're gonna have to have a way to carry it. One way you can do this is to buy a sling for it. That way you can just wear it. Is that fine?
Yeah, it's alright.
So the total price of a slung shovel is 5 coppers, but a small one is only 3 coppers with a a sling. So a slung small shovel, like a spade, right? A hand-sized shovel. It's only 3 coppers total, which you can't afford. It would leave you with 1 copper left. Okay? So, anything else you want?
Yeah. That'll be actually one more. What is it? I would like to buy a band-aid.
Okay, so if you want bandages, the only issue is that you don't have a means to carry it because you haven't purchased
Oh
any
yeah,
kind of
that's
bag.
right. I don't have.
If you still want to, you could and give it to someone else to carry, like your character Virgil, right?
Yeah. I'll buy the bandages and give it to Virgil.
However, do also understand that Virgil already has 3 bandages, so you might want to buy something he doesn't already have, right? Would you like some ideas? Here are some ideas. A hood is 1 copper, a cloak is 1 copper, some nails are 1 copper, a small basket is 1 copper, candles are 1 copper. Let's see. Medicine, herbs, a 10-foot pole.
I would actually get a 10-foot pole.
Okay, that's fine. So your new fighter, he can carry the 10-foot pole, but he doesn't have a means to wear it.
Yeah, true.
But it's completely fine. He can carry it by hand. Alright, you're on your last step. You have to name your fighter.
What should I name? I would like to name this guy Dante. Yeah.
Alright, sounds good. That should be it. Alright, Mitsu. It's your turn. Do you want to play as MAFI or another character?
I think, isn't MAFI dead?
Oh, very well.
Didn't you kill him and that elf?
Sorry, I can't recall.
Yeah, I think I'll pull out Butter for this.
Butter. Okay.
I'll take Butter and then I'll make a new character.
Sounds good. Just a moment. So for your character Butter, it would have costed him 1 copper so that he would have a day off to heal. So 37 coppers
yeah,
remain.
we'll take her a day off.
Alright, so for her, since she has 37 coppers left, is there anything else you want to purchase before we set out today? Maybe some more torches?
What do I have right now? Yeah, I'll buy more torches. And then what else? Wait, let me see. Butter. There it is, Butter. We'll get also a better weapon. We'll get Butter a latchet and a heavy gambeson, I think.
Do you want any special corals today or just the normal?
We'll take normal corals.
Alright, sounds good.
I'd also like to get, I don't know, food rations. Can I get food rations?
Yeah, so by food rations, do you mean just food? 5 pounds of food is 1 copper. Or do you mean
I'll
rations?
take £5.
Okay.
Or wait, what's the difference? What's the difference actually?
So food is just like fresh produce and such, right? Like lightly salted, lightly preserved foods that you're supposed to cook before you eat. Whereas rations are like dried, salted, and preserved, right? So you could technically eat them on the spot. They taste better if cooked, of course, but the main thing is that we have standard rations for food and iron rations, which are rations, right? And again, one is preserved, one isn't as preserved, right? That's the main difference. If you're feeding a large crew for just a few days, you would want to get food. But if you think you're gonna be out somewhere far for a long time, and you're afraid of food spoiling, or you want to be able to just eat the food without cooking, then you want to get rations instead of food.
We'll just get normal food then. Yeah, one copper of normal food. Actually, yeah, 1 copper.
Alright, sounds good. Then you get £5, which feeds one person for about a day and a half.
Makes sense.
Alright, so you're down to 17 coppers, and you filled your sack with some food.
Okay, we'll keep the copper on my person.
Very well.
Can I name Butter as the... Wait, we didn't retrieve the body of MAFI, but I did bank MAFI's money. Can I transfer the money from MAFI's bank into Butter's?
If Butter is the heir of MAFI, then yes, you could. Is Butter the heir of MAFI, or?
I'll name them the heir of MAFI.
Very well. Then you may inherit what was left in the bank.
Thank you.
Just a moment.
Thank you.
Yep, I actually gotta pull up MAFI's record and also take note. So, anytime we, as you all know, when we of course name an heir and have to pass on inheritance, I have to record it both ways. Let's see. Alright. So, yeah, there was 80 in the bank, so you get to inherit 90%, so you lose out on 8, so 72. 72 on top of 17 is 89. Okay. And also, MAFI died with some experience as well, I think. Let's see.
They did, yeah.
Let's see. Killed by green dragon. Okay, so because MAFI had 3 experience, you get an additional 30 coppers, which should put you at 119. A decent amount of money. Is there anything else you want to purchase?
Can I... I'll allocate 30 coins to the next character that I'm making right now. Is that possible?
It is.
Okay, so let's make the new character and then we'll allocate an extra 30 coins on top of the 3d6 roll for the money.
Alright, just a moment.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll if you haven't done so already.
I've rolled.
Alright, go ahead and read the scores out to me.
Okay, the roll scores are 4, 14, 9, 7, 9, 8.
Alright, and what class would you like?
High intelligence, we'll just do another mage.
Sounds good. And for hit points, go ahead and roll 1d4.
Four hit points.
Nice. Go ahead and roll 3d6 for money. 3d6.
Ten coins. Oh, 40.
Alright, and for spells, do you know which kind of spells you want?
I'll roll 2d12.
Go ahead.
12 and number 3.
Floating disc and ventriloquism. Which one do you want to memorize?
Ventriloquism.
Alright, sounds good. And let's see. You have 7 coppers left for any additional items you might want to start with.
Okay, we'll get heavy gambeson, heavy helmet, then a heavy shield.
Alright, just a moment.
Since I do.
Okay, so after the heavy helmet, heavy gambeson, and slung heavy shield, what's next?
We'll just take another latchet, and then... Yep. What other quarrel types are there?
Other corals might include magical corals, silver-tipped corals, incendiary corals, masterwork corals,
Or
heavy corals,
the two
or
of
light
magic.
corals. Magic ones?
Yeah, what do they do?
One-time use. They're able to hit magical creatures, such as undead. Certain undead can only be hit by magical weapons, for example.
Okay.
But
We'll take
they're
how
very
much is
expensive.
a magical quarrel?
The price is let's see. So for just a +0 charge, I believe it's an additional, let's see, 30, let's see, or yeah, 30 coppers, I think.
Oof. Okay. How much is a heavy quarrel?
A heavy coral is twice the cost of a normal coral and twice the weight. The only difference is that it deals extra damage.
Okay. We'll take 5, another 5. We'll have them heavy quarrel. If I can afford it, though.
You can.
Okay, we'll take an extra 5 heavy quarrels.
Alright, just a moment. Alright, you've got 1 copper left over. Is there anything else you want?
Can I carry anything else?
Maybe you want a bag, like a knapsack?
Yeah, we'll take a knapsack, yeah. What name should I give?
Alright, yep, that's the last step.
MAFI the second, or MAFI II.
Do you already have a MAFI the second?
No, I
Oh,
don't
wait.
have a MAFI the second, I only have MAFI.
This is MAFI the second anyway, because he oh wait, no wait. Yeah, I suppose it could be, but he doesn't get to inherit MAFI's gear since Butter is the heir of MAFI.
No, he won't inherit.
Yeah, okay, very well. Maybe he can be the heir of Butter, right? So if Butter's the pass
Yeah.
on, you'll inherit what was left over from MAFI. Okay.
Mhm. Okay, that's everything.
All right, sounds good. Okay, just a moment. All right, honestly, do you want to play as Yizva or someone else?
New character I just pulled up.
Right.
Okay.
Is this the heir to any of your old characters?
Oh, it's a new character.
Very well. What are your scores?
12, 9, 7, 14, 14, 9.
Class?
Fighter,
Hit points?
6 plus 1,
7. Okay. Money?
8.
And then starting items. What would you like?
I would like to get a spade and hand axe.
Alright. The hand axe could be tucked into your belt. Eventually you might want to get a holster for it. As for the spade, you can sling it if you want. Is that fine?
That's fine.
It will have to be a small one, because you cannot afford a large one yet. You will be left with 1 copper. So how would you like to
Isn't a
spend it?
holster one?
Would you like a holster for the axe?
Yeah.
Very well. Alright, so now the axe is safely secured to your belt.
Yep.
And
The name?
Yeah.
Clark. C-L-A-R-K.
Alright, sounds good. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, that should be all the preparation. I did notice a new player joining quite late. May I ask? Oh, wait, they can't even speak yet. So I noticed you joined us, sir. Looks like your name is like, is it Loser, right? So if you do want to join in, please ping me. Maybe I'll get you permission to speak. But you're welcome to spectate. You're a bit late though. Alright, everyone else, please take a 5-minute break.
So gold. Where are we going?
If we fight another dragon, I'm going to separate. I swear to God.
Oh, we are going to fight another kobold.
Yes!
Oh, dude, traveler.
Wait, we're going to the gold?
I might go ahead and try and kill the dragon later, but that's not now. None of us have any capability of killing the dragons early. We're not magic users, but we do have dwarves, elves, and some other classes we can use to decently handle the kobolds if we don't over-risk it.
Indeed.
Look, the reason I'm talking like this is because currently I'm in the supermarket getting myself some breakfast and some dinner.
I see you right now.
No, you don't.
The spade and axe. My finest discovery.
This far, it's looking up at the kill dragons again.
What?
Let's just go.
Really?
Nice. He didn't notice I just called him an idiot in a different language.
Oh.
It's the truth, you didn't even notice.
Ray completely was not impressed.
Ping. Did this guy just say pink and I just looked at the calls chat log and I just see this guy just say ping.
Yo, Luther, he gave you the terms. I think he did. Yeah. We'll even read on the V station. Okay.
Sick pain. Good old fashioned pain.
1987.
1999. The day you will die.
Should we form the party alliance?
2011. 2001.
2011.
Bruh.
The greatest food that was ever made was Mexican, and you cannot deny this.
I'm
The greatest sin of all. Arthritis.
Nah, gold is like a sin, bro. What you gotta say about that, bro?
What? I didn't listen.
That's wild.
Well, small focus on getting some dinner.
Oh my goodness.
Look, motherfucker, I'm sorry, but I'm hungry. I couldn't give a fucking fuck about what the you just said. Now, if you excuse me, it appears that people are ravaging the alcohol, and I shall partake in such.
Well then. Well,
You don't like alcohol?
That's crazy. While you're buying food, I'll just order some food.
So it's not getting the food, you're getting it delivered to you.
Yeah, bro. I don't have that via.
Americans, so lazy they won't even exercise a little.
Wild, bro. Motherfucker. Oh, loser, you got a voice? Brother.
He doesn't talk. That's annoying.
Did you guys hear me?
Here?
Now,
Am I talking? Do you understand my English?
yes, we understand your English quite well.
Where you from? Damn.
Alright. Your break is over, but I just noticed that Dose or Loser wants to join in. Is that your name? Dose?
Yeah.
Very well. You're quite late, and we're a little slow to respond, but like I said in your chats, you'll be getting a randomly generated character for your first time so that you can join in. Right. Let's see. This is your first time here, right? So I'll show you how the characters are generated. It's very quick. The first step is to roll your ability scores. 18, 11, 10. Those are your first three. The highest is 18. 17, 8, 14. Alright, after that, we generate your character's class, or determine your class. Because yours is strong and fast, we're gonna make you a fighter. Next, we're gonna roll your hit points. Fighters have 1 to 8 hit points. Yours has 5 minus 1 because of your low constitution. So you have 4. Then we roll your money. Yours has 9 coppers, then we buy your gear. Yours will start with a spear and shield and we will even sling it. Not the spear, but the shield at least. Alright, that's it. You've got a helmet on, you've got a set of clothes as well. And the final step is to get your name. If you have a name at the top of your head that is medieval, you may have it. Otherwise, we will randomly generate your name. Do you know any medieval names, those?
Like
Very well.
Southeast Asian folklore.
Preferably
Hello?
European medieval names.
European. Oh, Germany folklore.
Sure.
Wait, let me search it up on Google.
If you don't know anything at the top of your head, we're gonna generate yours randomly. Like I said, this will be a randomly generated character.
Yeah.
So 39.3 and let's see, 89. Okay. So your character, your first one, his name is Drebwill. Let's see. So Drebwill. Dreb. Yeah. Okay. So you're Drebwill the veteran, okay? Or Dreb. Let's see. And then the rest of you have already had time to prepare and should be ready to go. So if you haven't done so already, do try to adjust your nicknames. You guys are able to. But in case you don't know how to, I'll do an example. Your nickname should include your player's name and in parentheses your character's name, class, and level. Everything should be all caps, and your class and level should just indicate the should be indicated by the first letter of the class and then the number of your level, right? So for example, those would be DOS parentheses Drebwill F1, right? All caps with spaces. Does that make sense? So, of course, some of you don't know how to do this, but hopefully you will figure it out. It will save us a lot of time.
The guy who played the fart sound. If I met you in real life, I'll slap your face.
Huh? Alright. So, just a reminder, or a refresher, and because we have a new player, we'll go over how to play real quick. So, for those who have not played or don't remember, Dungeons & Dragons is a role-playing game, and in this game, you all are going to take on the role of an adventurer. You are players playing as adventuring characters who are seeking their gold and their glory through the means of hunting monsters and treasures in the world of Dungeons & Dragons. The goal of the game is, of course, to tell stories of how your character survived or died in their attempt to, of course, gain gold and experience points and such, right? That's pretty much it. Okay, your characters are adventurers. You're hired to hunt monsters and treasures, typically. Right. Any questions on what the game is or the purpose? Okay, so now you know what the game is.
No. Yeah.
Alright. It's very easy to play it. I'll tell you how to play it. So to play this game, the game starts out with the Dungeon Master describing to you all the situation your characters are in. From there, every player will have a chance to choose what the characters will do. And then we'll roll dice to determine the results. That's it. Before you play, we'll make sure everyone had a chance to get ready. And you guys have all had a chance to get ready. So now we can begin playing. Alright. So to go over some background, so you have an idea of what has happened prior to your to the start of your adventure. Your party, of course, has gathered in the small town of Down, which is along the coast here within the kingdom of Einklen. This is a frontier settlement, and it's from here you'll set out for adventures, right? This is a base of operations. Your party is gathered here in the goal of course, hunting down some monsters in the area, or treasures, right, to get their gold and their glory. Nearby the town of Down, there are many opportunities to seek out adventures. To the east, there are the lands of the Greenskins, and in the midst of these woods are their caves, where they lair within, right? These caves are full of monsters and treasures, right? But especially greenskins. They are a great enemy to the world of men, right? And they're constantly at war along our borders, continually attacking and raiding our frontier settlements and trying to, of course, break past the river, right? So they can invade our lands. So many adventurers, mercenaries, and soldiers continue to set out on campaign eastward against these greenskins and fight them off, take the battle to their lands, right? To the north is another enemy front, the Kobold Caves. Many adventurers have succeeded in these areas, along with mercenaries and soldiers. They have cleared these horrible kobolds, these small dogmen, from the grasslands and have forced them back into their caves. Now the goal here is to wipe them out of existence, or to stop them from ever wanting to leave their caves again. Unfortunately, they have such a large population, the war continues within their caves, right? We have continued for the past year to send adventurers in to clear them, but it has not been enough, right? So, many other opportunities might exist, but today, your party is gathered here in the town of Down and must decide or make a plan for what they will do, right? So, the situation is, it's a full morning. You're standing in the street of Down, or maybe you're outside the tavern. You've just prepared all your equipment and gear. If you need more time to plan, you can walk on in the tavern and have a seat and make some plans and look over your maps. But otherwise, if we already have an idea of where we're going, someone can tell me the plan or the plans that they suggest to the crew, and we can take action from there, right? So, anyone want to? Anyone have to? Any plans they want to start with? Announce.
Gold, we're going to the Kobold.
That's the plan.
KOBOLDS.
Alright, so a couple of you have agreed that this party will continue the campaign against the kobolds. Sounds like they'll set out for the land of the kobolds soon. Any objections, any other ideas or input? You all are welcome to share your own opinion or thought, right? You're all a member of this crew.
That's all good.
Virgil agrees with him. Once the majority have decided. Okay. So Clark, Virgil, and Penelope, right? You've all agreed to head north. That is about half the crew. We need to hear from at least one more before it's guaranteed. The other ones are quiet so far. What do you guys think?
Majority rule.
It's not the majority yet,
That's
though.
it, yes. Let's
It's half
get
the party.
moving. Let's get our ass in gear, get moving.
Are we AFK?
We ain't got all day.
We already have AFK. We're gonna leave you behind if you're AFK.
Leave him behind. He's no use of
Alright, this is your
to us
last
on the
chance.
battlefield.
Dose and Hart and Mitsu, we have yet to hear from you.
Me too.
I thought you were talking to a specific person.
I'll go with them. I'll go with the party. Sorry.
Very well.
Yeah, kobolds. And
You gotta talk, otherwise we'll just abandon you in the city.
yeah, that is.
Okay. So your party has agreed to go north then, right? Durable, are you with us or are you AFK already? Who invited this guy?
I don't know.
Dose, are you here?
Hello, are you talking to me?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't hear.
Do you understand what's happening?
Earlier.
So I described to you a situation your characters are in, and you had to make a decision, right? The situation is you're in the streets making plans on what to do. The crew has agreed to go north.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
I'll go north.
Very well. Alright, so, course of travel. Does your party just want to begin marching straight north? Would you like to take the road? Or would you like to try something else? How would you like to proceed?
We'll take the rail.
The road? Very well. The road to the Kobold lands is roughly about 30 miles out. Maybe more. It should take you about 2 hours to get there on foot. As long as we don't have any heavy footmen slowing their crew. Which I don't believe we do, but I'll double check. Never mind, I think we do have a heavy footman with us. Virgil the medium is a heavy footman. Let's see.
Are you?
If you have over 80 pounds of gear, your party moves at the slowest rate of movement, right? So they're encumbered, right? You can still move, but
you're fed. Yeah.
the thing is, he's in heavy armor, right, and has no horse yet. Yeah, because his armor alone weighs, let's see, 10, 40, 60, 70 pounds, and on top of all his extra gear, that's over 80, right? So, unfortunately, as you're about to set out from the town of Down, you already see one of the crew members lagging behind, right? He cannot march as quickly as everyone else, and therefore we must march at the rate of 1 mile an hour, which means that this journey might take us 3 hours instead, or 4 hours even, to get there, right? Thankfully, you have a road, so it should only take you about 3 hours to get there. Let's see. Yeah, distance-wise, it's about 4 miles total. The road increases your rate of movement.
I feel like that changes every now and then.
Feels like it changes.
Sometimes, maybe, but bear in mind, one grid is 3 miles, so diagonally that's about 2. A little less than 2, right? So roughly 2 miles just to get to the northeast. Roughly 2 miles just to get to the Kobold Caves, right? So, yeah, it should take your crew about 3 hours to get there. In that case, as you're marching on this road, there are 3 hours of chances, or 3 chances, to encounter some wandering monsters. So we'll check. It's a low chance, but it could happen. 2 ones here will indicate that you come across a wandering monster during your travels. That was close. And one more check we're gonna do as you're marching. Important checks only. This road is not exactly safe. You've heard of outlaws on this road. Every hour you're out here, there's a chance you could encounter them. A 1 would indicate you encountered outlaws. Safe travels. At around 11 o'clock, you arrive at the Kobold Caves. You're at the south area, and just outside the south entrance of the caves, among these grassy hills, is a large camp. This is the Einklin, or the Downlick Siege Camp, right? It occupies the southern cave. There are many other cave entrances, but this is the one you're at. How would you like to proceed?
Enter the cave.
Very well. One of the party members have called a shot. He wants to enter the south cave. Are we all on board with the south cave?
See an issue in it?
Okay.
Good to go?
Yep.
Yeah.
Very well.
Alright.
So, your party is headed toward the south cave. There are maybe half a dozen of you making your way toward the entrance. But we are about to enter exploration, right? Which means your party will be mapping soon, right? And of course, mapping comes with careful observation, movement, and of course, drawing the map. Because we're moving to a small scale map, I will actually provide your party with a small scale map, right? The situation. That way you have a better idea of what you're approaching and getting into. Okay. I don't think any of our crews have ever tried the South Cave, so today will be the first, right? Unfortunately, there's bad news, right? Due to, of course, the loss of manpower in the region, the kobolds have taken back much of the caves, right? During the past couple weeks, right, or the past week or so. We lost a lot of ground. The North Cave, we took some, lost some, took some, and continued to lose some, right? For the East Cave, we took a lot, lost some, took a lot, and unfortunately lost some again, right? So old caves have been basically lost, including the South Cave. We thought we secured the South Cave, but things got a little complacent, I guess, and the South Cave was lost as well. So the men in charge of the South Cave, which were soldiers from down, have lost the position, right? The kobolds managed to drive them out of the cave. So with another large push that they were preparing, they finally, of course, drove the troops from down out of the South Cave. So the South Cave has to be retaken. Alright. The South Cave is about 10 feet wide, headed north through a cave tunnel into a cavern that continues toward the west. I'll begin to map this out for you. During this time, you're welcome to take 5 or talk about plans, right? So I'll be drawing a map. Whoever's your mapper's at a point, drawing up a map. So yeah, take 5.
You could try MAFI the second in first rank if you want. He has a heavy everything.
Oh, God.
Though he has no weapon, so he only has a hatchet, sorry.
K was taken by Bulls. Which guy's for sorry, R level 2 is here.
So
Wait, what's the cave again?
we're doing the South Cave.
Yeah, South Cobalt Cave. I thought those kobolds. I thought for a second I thought I heard ghouls.
Oh no, we're not fighting
No,
ghouls. We
they're
can't
not
fight
ghouls.
ghouls.
Okay.
There's
got
no. It's level 2 kobolds. So.
it. Okay, so we're just facing ordinary kobolds.
No.
Yes, ordinary. And a general if we get unlucky.
No, kobold.
There's a chance there might be a general, but I guess that too.
Not that high, it's only the entrance.
Yeah, not that high. General.
Yeah, I said no.
Okay.
No. If you go, you should don't let them get near you. I think they're the same size as up. So.
Us? What do you mean by us?
I thought they were midgets.
They are midgets.
No, the gnolls are bigger than the normal kobolds.
Okay.
Yeah, they're basically level 2 kobolds, is what they are. This is a level 2 area, technically, now. So.
Okay, so okay, if memory serves me right, Hot is a elf which she also has sleep magic.
He does, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she chose that as her daily spell. What's your other spell?
I read magic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's still read magic is good if you're trying to read some curses or some ancient runes at least. Okay, so read magic and
We're not gonna need read magic, so.
No, yeah, we don't need read magic.
yeah, read magic for now we don't need.
He barely, yeah. Just read magic. There's no use for it really, wherever we're going. It's when somebody picks up a sword, a curved sword, and kills half.
That's awfully specific.
Yeah.
We learned our lesson, did we? Honestly.
Alright. Yeah. Don't pick up shit. don't know what it is.
What else?
Oh, it's my friend.
Do we have any other heavy fighters?
We have We have my NPC Dante.
Dante!
Dante.
Dante.
Let's put Dante on front line.
He has a shovel and an axe.
I got the same thing, so.
Listen. One, we're not Lloyd Frontera. How the
Brother, you cut out.
Never mind.
Bro said never mind. Brother.
Fine.
I think.
All right,
I think we'll be fine. Let's just not push too far today.
ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen,
just try taking small bits.
your point man,
Yep.
also known as your mapper,
We say as we
Up at the front.
manage to push through half of the cave.
has managed to map out the first
Don't get
area,
ahead of yourself.
which appears to be a
Yeah,
10-foot wide
Hell
cave
of
tunnel,
ourselves.
continuing
Oh,
north
okay.
about only 10 feet into a cave that continues toward the northwest. It is rectangular in shape, about 20 feet north to south, maybe 40 feet east to west, with one other exit to the far northwestern corner in the north wall, another cave tunnel, the second cave tunnel. Outside the cave itself, your party gathers around a small campfire, just about to head in. The guards report that the first cave is somewhat clear, or should be clear, but beyond that point, you're in enemy territory, right? They have taken back the northern positions, right, past the south entrance. So, to get started here, we'll get you guys on the board, get your tokens here. Some of you might already have some tokens, so we'll grab them in a second, but most of you are brand new to the team. So, first is Penelope. Alright, just a moment. Okay. So, Penelope, do you want to prepare your bow and arrow or something else? Penelope?
Alright. 1, 2, 3. Yes. I'll be equipping my bow.
Very well. Okay. And then heart for Lilith. Is it the sling and stones or something else?
Can I carry a sling and a spellbook at the same time?
You could, but you don't need to have your spellbook by hand or in hand to cast spells. You need a free hand instead.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then not. Sling is fine.
Alright, just a sling. Sounds good.
Mongo.
By the way, just.
Alright, so Virgil,
Yeah,
do you want to use your shield and spear or something else?
Yeah, let's go for my shield here.
For your new retainer Dante, do you have a preference for him? He has a pole in hand. That's about it so far.
Okay, hold on.
He can use his pole and axe if you want.
I'll let him use his pole and axe.
Alright. For Mitsu, your character Butter. Is it going to be the latchet and heavy shield? Or you don't have a heavy shield with this one, sorry. Just the latchet then?
Yeah, just the latchet and the freehand for a spell.
Sounds good. I think butter already exists on the board somewhere. Let's see, butter.
I'm back.
There she is.
I was getting my food. Sorry.
Alright, so is it gonna be? Yeah, you said
Yeah, just the
latchet.
sling and the spell at the ready. Yep.
Oh, you want the sling instead?
Oh yeah, sorry, latchet, damn it, latchet. And then we need a new profile for the MAFI.
Right.
I'll let you pick.
It's supposed to be random anyway. You're not supposed to actually be able to pick. Okay. Alright, so for MAFI the second, it's gonna be latchet and heavy shield or something else?
Yeah, latchet and heavy shield, yep.
Alright. Honestly, for cleric, is it gonna be the axe and spade, or just the axe, or just the spade, or something else?
Spade.
I'm bringing it back.
A very effective tactic.
Okay.
Any kills with it.
And for those, your character Drebwell, the only thing he has is spear and shield, so is that fine? Spear and shield, or just the spear? Or just the shield?
DOS.
Dose, are you there? Alright, I think this is going to be the last chance. You've got to be ready on your turn, man. Especially when we've got a lot of people.
Brother, where are you at?
Alright, let's see if I'm back in town.
Alright.
I'm not willing to risk playing with somebody who's not here.
Alright, sorry, Dose. I don't know where you went.
Yo,
Man, you need to be able to respond on time, especially when the turn order is pretty obvious, right? So, you're the last player to join, so your turn is last, and if you're not here on your turn, that's an issue.
okay.
Do you still want to play?
I don't know, maybe I spectate because I didn't catch anything important. I mean, like something when you ask me a question, I don't know when do you start asking me a question?
I say your name, and I ask you what you wanted to equip. And I told you that you have either the option of a shield and spear, or just one of the two.
Take two.
Very well. Alright, so if you want to play, it's fine. Last chance though, right? So if you don't respond next time, we're just going to move on. I appreciate you showing up to play, but if you want to play, actually want to play, then you got to speak up, of course. Yeah, so. Let's see. Alright, something I noticed was that as your party was getting ready, they had appointed 0 torchbearers, right? Is there anyone here willing to be the torchbearer? Or do you guys want to go in blind?
No, we're not going in fucking blind. We'll never make it out again.
Right.
Eeny, meeny, miny, Lilith, you're carrying a torch and I don't care what you say.
Can we also give Butter a torch?
Why? Wait, why waste 2 torches?
Oh yeah, fair. Okay, Lilith, you're on your own with this one.
Very well.
Okay, I'll be your light.
Thank you.
So whose torches are we using for this though? One of hers?
I got torches.
Okay, yeah. Okay, good to go. So Lilith is at the torch, or she's with the torch. That means she should be near the front so we can see. But who would like to take point? Who's gonna map for us?
I'll take point leading, I guess.
Very well. Anyone want to move up there with him? Or should he be the only one at the front? Or
Right.
she? Right.
Mafi will go.
Mafi. Very well. Anyone prefer second rank?
I'll go behind. I'll go behind them both with Dante.
Brother. Okay.
Actually, Dante can stay like on the side.
It might be advisable to have
Everywhere.
Lilith near the front since she has a torch, right? If we're sending it to the back, we can barely see our feet up ahead.
Yeah.
Second rank,
Lilith
by the
is
way.
gonna be up front with me in second rank. I will be first rank so I can lead us and also shoot anything I fucking see. I need a strong person, a fighter. If nobody decides, I'm pulling Clark up here.
I'll do it. Okay.
So you want Clark in second rank?
No, in first rank beside me.
Mafi wants to be there, but you want to switch them out?
Mafi will switch out. Mafi will switch out.
Very well. Okay. So if this is all good, we can continue, of course. But if not, make sure you speak up. Your situation. Your party stands outside the cave entrance. It's 10 feet wide and 10 feet long and continues into a cave that opens toward the northwest. The cave, past the entrance, or the entry tunnel, is about 20 feet wide north to south and about 40 feet east to west, rectangular in shape, with one exit to the far northwestern corner. Right. So, as you proceed, your party will map out new areas as they become visible. Here's your torchlight. So, as you approach the end of the entrance, or the entrance tunnel, right, you can see into the cave that has been ascribed to your crew. This is mapped out by your pointmen. Penelope and Clark are able to see into it first. A large, open, and empty cave, right? There are remnants of fighting in here. Broken dirt, rock, and of course a smell of blood in the air, right? Dried blood. It stinks toward the northwest.
So somebody has clearly been here before. Okay. We're gonna cautiously head in and then go to the west from what I can see.
Very well.
Oh yeah, I can see double as far, can I?
You can see better in the dim lighting. So the dim lighting of your
Yeah,
torch.
but that
Yeah.
also...
If you were here, you would be fighting with no penalties, but anyone else would be fighting with a penalty. Alright,
Should have dwarf in.
dwarves in our game have no night vision, right? Or meant infravision. They have night vision instead, so they see better in darker lighting conditions, right? Along with elves. So in this darker area in your torch radius, you guys will fight there without a penalty. Anyone else in that dim lighting would be fighting with a penalty, right? Alright, so they'd be good at the front naturally, or to be sent ahead to scout dark areas out. But your party's moving west through this large and open cavern, which seems and appears to be empty and cleared out. Westward, you approach the far western wall of the cave, And as described and mapped out by your mapper, it was estimated that the cave was about 40 feet east to west, with one exit in the northwestern corner, which is cleared out and spotted by Lilith. With her torchlight shining into it, Clark and Penelope are able to map that out too. And it maps out to be a roughly 10 foot long, 10 foot wide cavern tunnel that continues into an intersection. Within the intersection is an open pit trap. And it is in this tunnel, it smells and reeks of blood. Right? You can see kind of the source of it is splattered blood along the walls, right? Dried, splattered blood. So, I'll annotate this. Right, dried blood stains. The cave tunnel is covered in dried blood stains. Floor and wall.
I'll stop everyone there and begin as a dwarf. I can look for certain structures or hidden structures and stuff like that.
That's true.
Is there anything that hints at this being some sort of trap?
The tunnel itself. So you look over the tunnel, and if you'd like, you can carefully observe the entire area. The more you search, of course, the longer it might take. The dwarves have a...
We'll give it a single round.
A single round. So just say random point on the floor. Sure. Make it a careful observation. For a single round, we sent the dwarf toward the front to, of course, carefully observe the floor. And that is Penelope right here. Okay, so Penelope, roll 1d6. You're observing a random spot on the floor for any new construction, right? Or construction tricks.
I got 2.
2. Alright. You're quite confident that the random spot on the floor that you observed is clear of any new construction or tricks. Right, so the floor does not look new, and it does not look tricky. Right, it looks like a cavernous floor covered in dried blood. As she was very well. As Penelope was very carefully observing that floor, did anyone else want to try anything in the meantime?
Nope.
She is slowly approaching the floor now, leading the way with Clark beside her.
No,
Party proceeds.
Stay back.
You want them to stay back? You first?
Yeah.
Yeah, still back.
So you carefully advance toward the intersection? Is that what you want?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. And as you carefully advance, we'll check for whether or not the area up ahead is clear.
I'm gonna get shot. I'm gonna get shot.
Hello, are you talking to me?
The fear.
Alright.
No, no.
So you carefully
Oh, you're
observed.
fucked.
You carefully approach the intersection up ahead for any signs of any monsters or traps. Unfortunately, you don't see any quite yet. Right? You just see a large open pit trap, a tunnel to the east, and a tunnel to the north. Right? That is what you can see in the dim lighting.
I'll motion the party to slowly follow me.
We do so.
The party is slowly following. Speak up if you're against it. Okay. And they have regrouped. The torch reveals that the tunnels are clear. No signs of monsters or traps. How would you like to proceed?
I have a really bad feeling about this. Right. How far can I see to the east?
You peek around the corner toward the east, and you're carefully observing down a 20-foot tunnel at the moment. It appears to turn toward the northeast into a cavern that is about maybe at least, from what you can tell, maybe 20 feet east to west. Uncertain of how far it goes toward the north. But in the dim lighting, you can see the eastern wall, right? I can't map it out for you because naturally it's too dark over there. So let's see. But yeah, your character can map it out. Let's see. Take a moment to map it out.
Just like that second torch somebody mentioned.
Hey,
Alright.
do we need a second torch?
But so far, it all appears to be clear, from what you can tell.
Yes.
Oh yeah, more bloodstains in the area.
We will continue to... Since it's a pit trap right fucking there,
Yep, you can go around it.
we will go around it.
Would you like to proceed toward the north or toward the east? So far, the tunnels are clear of any signs of monsters or treasure.
1 second, Deacon. East.
Very well. Time of day, by the way. You began the expedition at 8 o'clock. We're a heavy footman crew, so every 10 feet that we advance is a turn passing. We've advanced a total of 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Okay. Your crew is tired, actually. We've been exploring for more than an hour now. And the torches have to be replaced. So, let's see. But yeah, we advanced a total of, again, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 feet. Plus, we need a break. The crew needs a break. And, of course, there was a moment where we paused to, of course, make observations. So, the current time should be 10:20. So, it's currently 10:20. I've got to make a few wandering monster checks. It's been 80 minutes since you began the expedition. It requires 4 wandering monster checks. Clear. No monsters are wandering into your position at the moment, so everything seems to be going alright. But as your party is about to proceed north, right, around the intersection, you notice a lot of your crew is growing exhausted and wary of the delve, right? Especially the heavy footmen in the crew. So we want to let your characters rest for 10 minutes. You can fall back and rest up for 10 minutes to get rid of the...
Okay, if we're gonna rest, we're gonna do it like right around either there or the entrance. Yeah, there, that's good.
Yep,
That's
you can
actually
quickly
good.
fall
Right
back. So your party quickly falls back into the other cave. It doesn't take long to fall back. And you'll rest it for the next 10 minutes. In real life, in that case, take a 5-minute break during your rest period.
Hey. Nice.
For a second, I thought his trap was about to go off.
I find it funny nobody looks behind us when we're traveling.
Well, for now, we just entered the cave, so no one. It doesn't seem like
We
anyone's
don't know if there's a secret entrance at this wall. We're fighting kobolds and goblins. Well, granted, we don't even know if they're here.
They don't even know. Yeah, this is just the back entrance. We're about to backdoor some of them, actually. I think the north cave. Well, who knows? This south cave might be connected to the north cave also. Plus, if memory serves me right, I remember seeing something while we were entering East Cave.
North. But I mean, the East Cave is connected to the South Cave, remember?
Yeah, but all 3 of these caves are connected to one area in common, and that's the middle.
Wow, thanks.
And also, it's possible that there could be like not so much kobolds back here because of all the fighting coming from the east and north cave.
Trust me, they have numbers.
True. But due to the The
Oh,
old. It's possible.
I just bit my tongue. God damn it.
Dang, that actually sucks. Ow.
Fuck.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm good.
I just got sharp canines, bro. Hurts
I
like
have
hell,
one. Every now and then, some people does have some sharp canines.
Brother, I've been told I have vampire teeth. And no, it's not because I have sharp canines, but it's because I have a double set of canines.
Oh, that. I also
I'm
have a
not
double
joking.
stroke
I
canine.
can show you this on camera.
Do it. Alright, goes fast.
So,
Oh shit.
yeah.
Oh shit.
I'll be damned.
I want to suck.
I'm here to suck your blood.
Well, he's not Romanian.
Don't come to my house or else suck me dick. I mean, blood.
I like how I'm the only one who gets the Romanian vampire joke. It's crazy. Don't read anymore.
Technically, Dracula is Prussian.
If Dracula was Russian.
No, he's Prussian, not Russian.
Prussian.
Dracula was fucking. That's a Romanian dude, bro.
Yeah.
Dracula is just some Romanian dude in a fucking long ass cape.
Dude, they all talk like that. I want to suck your blood.
Yeah. Such shit.
I want to suck your blood.
Bleh, bleh, bleh.
Bleh, 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 bleh. What it sounds like.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, your break is over, and I noticed that the new player has already left, so his character will desert the crew. Alright, I'm not sure who invited this guy, but he wasted a lot of our time, so I'm just gonna boot him for good. Let me see.
Thank God.
We don't need that kind of disturbance here, or disruption, so just gotta figure out what his user was.
DOS.
DOS.
Or something like that. It's a Pokemon character for his profile picture.
Okay. Maybe he got disconnected. I doubt it. Let's see.
I'm pretty sure he's still online. So we know he's offline.
Maybe he logged out.
Pussy. Fucking coward.
There we go. Thank you. He's gone. What a waste of time.
Damn.
What a fool.
Well, doing your rest, Robo left. Right, so we lost a fighter. A waste of good rolls, too. Let's see.
I'll take
What roles do you get, anyways?
He had 18 strength, which is pretty rare, and a 17 dexterity.
Damn. Damn. Damn.
Yeah, what a waste. Damn, what
Right.
a waste of potential also.
Waste of potential, waste of time, waste of a lot of things. Let's proceed. So your party has finished resting just around the corner in the first cave, which has been cleared out by your crew, right, or at least retaken. Looks like the enemy did not take it back and nor have any friendlies, right? It's just not a very easily defended position, right? It's just an open cave. So anyway, after your rest, the only way forward is to proceed through that tunnel. So in that case, Penelope and Clark seems like they're taking point again and leading the way in. And for what I last heard, your party wanted to proceed past and around the 10-foot pit, or sorry, the 7-foot pit, right?
That is correct. We want to go the east. So technically we do have to go around the pits either way.
Right, not north. You switched it. East.
East.
Very well.
East.
Who would go first? Would it be Clark or Penelope?
Penelope.
Okay.
I wouldn't be risking my men because, well, let's be frank here. If I go frontline, I'm certain to die.
Very well. Okay, so Penelope, you carefully explore toward the east. Right, the cave floor is covered in dried blood stains. And Clark, you'll carefully follow Penelope. Mafi and Lilith as well. And so on, right? The party proceeds toward the east. Trap check. 2 and 6 chance. Penelope's first. Cleared, right? Clark, you were next. Cleared. Mafi, cleared, right? So you detected no traps in the area. Lilith, let's see. Clear. Butter. Clear. Virgil, clear. Dante, clear. The entire party is clear, right? And you proceeded with no traps spotted in the area.
Supposed to be it.
There was a trap check to check for traps as you proceeded.
Oh
Just
shit.
basic observation.
No, fair enough.
I should have guessed.
Carefully you observed and of course move throughout the area, map out the area up ahead toward the east. Let's make sure it's clear. Carefully you observe the area up ahead for any signs of traps or monsters. We're gonna check if it's clear or not as you round the corner and before you map. Alright. It seems mostly clear.
I don't like the fact you say mostly.
Okay, so in this next area, to your surprise, no enemies occupy the position. Instead, we have a 20-foot by 20-foot cave with only 2 exits. One large one to the north and one smaller one toward the east. Alright, so I'll map this out for you.
This is giving hospital vibes.
So Gold, what's our play here, bro?
I don't fucking know. We were supposed to run into enemies.
We could light another torch and then
This-
throw it in.
This whole area feels off.
It
Ominous.
just does. I'll approach with Clark and Lilith.
That would be me.
So I can see a bit better of what the f is going on.
Well, let's talk about one other there.
Throwing the torch in?
Large fry, bro.
The party currently is
Guess
mapping.
what, Gold?
If you're confused on what's going on, they're just drawing out the map.
Yes. Right.
Thank you.
I'm gonna keep this very simple. We'll continue heading east.
Could we throw a torch in first?
It's not a bad idea, but
Look.
why?
It's risky, but
Throw a torch in. It's risky to just walk in and prod.
You have no experience with adventuring. Boom.
It worked really well when we tried it, so I think throw a torch in, we light another one.
We light another torch and toss the old one.
I mean, you just give me a torch. Yeah, right.
Throw the torch. Well, let's just throw the torch.
another torch up, light it, and then throw your old one.
Yes, yes, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna light a torch, and then we're gonna throw it.
Somebody outside.
I think honestly is.
Oh. My fan blowing my breath.
Alright, so your party has proceeded east into a cave and begin to carefully observe into the cave with the limited torchlight that shines into it. And you're mapping out and observing into this 20-foot cave that has two exits, one wide exit to the north, one narrow exit to the east. In the far northeastern corner, shackled in chains, is unfortunately, a naked woman, right? She's all torn up and cut, and there's blood everywhere, right?
Oh. Since when is that an
Actual human woman.
Yes, maybe a prisoner, right? Nearby are the heads of men on stakes, right? Perhaps some of the soldiers, right? That were, of course, killed.
Can we charm her?
So
What do you mean,
she's
can we
chained and
charm
shackled
her?
from here. If you have the charm spell memorized, you could. But she seems to be maybe on display as a prisoner. She doesn't look dead, but she looks like she should be dead, right? Let's see.
Oh.
Okay, so.
Approach cautiously.
It's a woman. Approach cautiously.
Right.
They are the most dangerous.
So you proceed into the cave, right?
And he just turns and looks at you now.
So a bit strange. One enemy prisoner on display, and the heads of many others, right? So. Let me.
We're gonna need someone to power them for.
Decapitate.
I'm gonna approach her.
Okay. Just a moment. I'll annotate where the heads are too, with an X. Seem to surround her, right?
Hey, is that an old guy?
It's a poor woman, right? So maybe she was a soldier before, right? She wasn't killed off like the others, so, or eaten. Anyway, you walk into the cave. You can see the far tunnels continuing north and east. They're clear, right? Just open caves, right? This area smells very terrible. Blood, piss, and rot. It stinks, right? Especially where the heads are covered in flies and maggots, right? Maybe a week old, maybe less, right? How would you like to proceed? He said northeast toward the woman or somewhere else?
Penelope will approach cautiously.
Approach with, toward the woman?
Yes.
Very well. The rest of you follow Penelope or something else?
I'll follow Penelope. I'm pretty sure I'm the only one with a bandage.
Alright. Speak up if you want to try something differently. Otherwise, we are following the point now, right?
MAFI and Butter will move to guard the North Cave entrance.
Alright. MAFI and Penelope are moving toward the north.
No, Butter. Penelope is...
Sorry. Penelope is moving northeast. So yeah, MAFI, you'll branch out to the north then, or set out, yeah, for that area, as the rest of the party proceeds toward the woman, right? Right. So she seems alive, barely.
Cavern?
What's up?
I'll watch that cavern.
Eastern Cavern. You're Dante? No, wait. You're
No, he's Clark.
Clark. Okay. So Mafi and Butter make it toward the north exit. The Penelope, you and Lilith make it toward the woman, right? And let's see. Virgil, of course.
Excuse me. Love, you there?
So the woman
guess
is
I would
alive.
look
She is
you
chained
up.
and shackled. Let's see. But Lilith, were you behind or besides Penelope during the approach?
Oh no.
Did you say Butter or Lilith?
Lilith, were you behind Penelope or beside her?
I would like to stay behind.
Okay. During the approach, of course, your party doesn't see anything to the north or east yet, but there was a trap triggered, right? We step on a pressure plate, right? So the entire area pressure plated, right? So you step there, and naturally, what happens is from the ceiling, unfortunately, a cage drops down, right, on your character. So I'll encompass it. So you're caged now from the rest of your crew.
Oh no, that's going to be a loud noise.
And it comes rattling down, right? And you're trapped in this small area with a woman in a cage. And with that large noise, we immediately hear an enemy response on the position, right? They start pouring down the tunnels north and east, right?
Damn it.
So Mafi and Butter, you hear them coming. Clark and Virgil hear them coming from the east, right? Okay. We have a total of 5 coming from the north. No wait, 11 coming from the north, yeah. Then it'd be 11 coming in from the east. So about a dozen from each side. So Mafi, you can hear them approaching, right? You hear a door open, swing open, and you hear them like barking and making their way out of the cave, right? So you see the first few starting to make their way out, and then Clark, right? You're at the front here, and you see the first few starting to run down this narrow pass, right? So they're just around the corner, and they step into view and begin charging your position, right? So again, or about a dozen or so on either side. All right, so we got our first encounter with the enemy. Finally, we got enemy contact, right? So they're waiting for us.
To the north. Wizards, get ready.
All right.
Jason.
So again, about a dozen on each side. So there's 9.
Oh.
Okay. There's 5.
Well, shit. Well, boys, this is our last stand.
So now that we're in combat, you all will have 1 action per turn, right? We're gonna go down the line, and you guys will each have a chance to decide what you'll do in the situation we're in. So I hope you all understand the current situation, right? So it's been mapped out for you. It's been somewhat described. Enemies coming in from the north, east. Penelope's trapped behind a cage. The rest of you are taking positions, perhaps preparing for a combat, maybe leaving. It's up to you. Starting with Mafi. As soon as you see the first couple begin to pour down the tunnel, right? Just charge down the tunnel. What would you like to do? You want to fire or something else?
Open fire.
Open fire. Very well. And Butter will do the same, right? Let's see. So you guys...
Butter will be behind with charm person.
Is that the spell she memorized for today? Let me see. She did?
Yes, it is the memorized spell.
So, she's behind you. As you're firing, do you want to tell her to cast? Or should she fire too? What are your orders to her?
Casting before... Yeah.
Alright.
Mafi fires, Butter casts.
Yep, so you would tell Butter then, right? To cast a spell.
Yeah, and then...
Turn.
I actually want Butter to be more behind Mafi. So that someone can slip towards the right.
Okay. So let's say she was further back. But she needs to see them still, right? So she's staggered. So there, she's like peeking around from behind you.
Dante, to the north, now.
And then for Penelope, right? It's your turn. What is your move? You said you wanted to call it to Dante to go north, right? And then what else?
Yes. How heavy is this cage exactly?
It appears to be a wooden cage. So you can maybe, if you're strong enough, you can maybe lift it.
I have an axe.
Lilith, set it on fire.
What?
Alright, so
Dead.
Penelope's
No, that's the
asking.
worst idea.
You only can say one thing per turn. So are you gonna talk to Dante this turn, or are you gonna tell Lilith to light it on fire?
I'm gonna go over to the woman and see if I can free her.
Right, but you only can say one thing per round.
I'm
So
talking to. I say Dante, go to the north, leave Lilith alone, and go help the woman.
that's a lot of things at once. So you're gonna spend your entire turn because you're indecisive on figuring out what to say. Right. So
Bro, but
remember, it's 10 seconds. You switch between Lilith and Dante, right? So, but you had 10 seconds to figure out what you were doing, right?
Okay.
So,
Fine.
alright.
Dante north, and I help the woman.
Alright, that'll be next round. Lilith, we have to be decisive, right? So, you have one action, right? What are you gonna do this round?
I wanna go behind Virgil and Clark and cast sleep at the enemies there.
Thank
Okay.
God.
And
Oh my god.
Virgil, what are you gonna do this turn? Or this round?
I would like to put down my spear and cast a magic missile.
Okay. Toward the east or something else? Or do you want to just cast
Towards
it?
the east.
Okay. And then Clark, do you just want to hold the line, charge them, or something else?
Fuck, I'll charge him.
Very well.
God, no.
And Dante,
God, don't go.
he's
Done.
before he's told any orders, of course, his initial reaction to the situation, seeing his employer become caged, will make a loyalty check, right? And hearing the enemy approach. 6 for his loyalty score.
I'm not.
Right, Penelope.
I'm not his employer.
Oh, you're not his employer? Okay, never mind.
No.
I'm his employer.
Okay. Well, in that case, he'll do what his employer is doing. So, initially, since he saw Virgil, what was it? What were you doing? You were just dropping your spear,
I put down my spear
right, to cast a spell.
Magic missile.
So, in that case, he would move forward, trying to protect you, right, as you're casting. That will be his initial move, right?
I had a boy, Virgil.
All right.
I had a boy, Dante.
So what actually happens for round 1, right? As you guys all know how combat works, hopefully by now, right? It's one action per turn, right? And we don't decide what actually happens until everyone has had a chance to decide what they want to do, including the enemies. Then we resolve the actions, right? So we start with any missile fire, and we did have some on our side, right? As Butter backed off from the from her position to cast spells, as Mafi asked her to, right? It's like, Butter, get back, cast charm, right? And he starts to fire on them as they charge out from the dark tunnel up ahead, right? So Mafi, roll to hit, 1d20. Nat 20, nice.
20.
20.
Nat 20?
If you want,
Nat 20.
you may try to get a lineup. So I'll let you fire through a line of fire if you want to do that. The cost is automatic half damage to both attacks, right? Just even if you miss. But it's a chance to get a double kill, right? Would you like to? Or do you want to just focus on the one?
We'll do the collateral. Yeah,
Okay.
we'll do collateral.
Go ahead and roll second attack roll. Extra
What was the
attack.
dice for a second attack?
1d20.
Another d20?
Yeah.
That's a 4.
Okay, so
Almost.
you missed the second one for sure. You try to line the shot up, but you definitely hit the first target in the neck. And instead of dealing the typical 2d4 with the latchet, it would have been doubled, but because you went for an extra attack, it goes back to normal. So just 2d4. However, because you're larger than the kobolds, you automatically deal double damage. So you fire a latchet into it, and you auto-killed it. Because the minimum you deal is 44, right? And they only have up to 4 hit points. So you don't even have to roll damage. So you auto-killed it. Alright, so you shot one. As long as you hit, he'll die, right? And you hit him. And he died. As the others continued to pour down the tunnel. So first shot is a good, right? But they tried to do a movement. And their starting position before the round began was they opened the door after they opened it, right? And our initial reaction before the round began is to, of course, we were all in our positions. They were in theirs. They open that door up and they start pouring down the tunnel, right? So they'll move their combat ray if they want to, of course, make an attack still. And that's what they'll do. The first field will close a 20-foot gap and engage in a melee with you, right?
Oh, damn.
While the others will be further in the back, unable to reach the melee this turn. So as you launched a shot at them, right, into their ranks, they came pouring down the tunnel, and as soon as they came pouring down, as soon as you loosed the shot, would you want to start defending yourself for melee, or reload, or what would be your reaction, or
Defend for melee.
defend in melee? So you would let loose the latch and start going for your melee weapon right after the shot?
I don't have a melee. I just hold the shield up.
Okay, just do a full defend, hide behind the shield. Alright, so you just kind of...
Full defense for both as much as I can.
Yep, you crouch, or you get behind your shield like a turtle and try to defend against all three, right? So your increased defense, you just focus on defense this round, right? As they all come swinging on you. So, 3 of them come swinging at you. Here are their attack rolls. 1 scores a hit possibly. Yeah, more than likely. Despite your defenses, 1 managed to bypass it, scoring a little too high. He dealt you 1 to 2 damage because he's small. You suffered 1 point of damage, Mafi. Hopefully you survive it.
Mafi's fine.
Alright, you have 3 of 4 now. You've been lightly wounded. As Mafi's been lightly wounded toward the north, we'll move into any additional missile fire, there was none. After missile fire, we'll go into any melee, which we already did some melee for their side. And
I was charging, by the way.
I know. So you're still moving to position to melee, so you can't melee yet, right? Virgil, of course, was dropping a spear to start casting a spell. And the spell he was casting was
Magic missile.
Magic missile, that's right. And Dante was moving past him to defend him, in case. Clark, you charged them. They came charging you. You met them halfway, right? And in the initial clash, you have a small spade, which is a small-sized weapon. They have, you know, normal-sized weapons like clubs or javelins. And they have initiative then. You move in. What was it?
Oh my.
I also have a hand axe, so...
Okay. You have both of them equipped? Okay. So as you charge them with your hand axe and your small spade, are you doing an extra attack? Do you want to do like a multi-attack, or do you want to just focus with 1 attack?
I'll try to attack them both if I can.
Okay, very well. So, initially, the hand axe gives you more reach, or it gives you about the same reach as they do. So you will roll initiative between the 2 of them, or against them. So roll as party initiative. 1d6, yes.
Let me get to dice rolls. I'm looking for high, right?
Yep, for initiative you want to score high.
I got a 3.
All right.
Fuck.
You beat them by a single second as you close the distance on them. And you start swinging. The first attack is your hand axe. So go ahead and swing with your hand axe, 1d20.
1d20, okay.
Yep. After that, they will get their own attacks. Your small spade will go last due to its lack of reach. So, your initial swing, the hand axe miss. You step forward, swing your small spade into them. You're doing an extra attack, right? Or 2 attacks at once, but the spade couldn't reach them at first. So you had to step a little closer to swing with your spade. But before you can get your spade in there, they jabbed with you, or jabbed at you with their normal-sized weapons, such as their clubs or javelins. And let's see if either of them hit. So these first 2 try to hit you. It's going to 13 and a 16. And with their bonuses applied against Clark, I'm sure it's a hit. Clark has little to no armor. So the damage is, of course, 1 to 2 each. So total damage suffered, 3 damage. Clark has been lightly wounded. So, hit twice, still standing. And here's his follow-up attack. He has the second attack this round, right? His small spade. Go ahead and roll one more time.
14.
Alright, let's check bonuses and penalties. After bonuses and penalties have been applied, unfortunately, it's a miss by maybe 1 point due to their small size, mainly. Right, the small size, it's a -4 to hit. Because you're swinging from above them, it's a +1 to hit, right? You have the high ground.
What about club?
You're using a spade right now for your second attack, so it fails, right? The others, of course, just cluster up, wait their turn to push them into melee.
Yeah, perfect.
Alright. What's the plan, boys?
As that was going on, right, we saw that Penelope was shouting orders to Dante and kind of toward Lilith, right, this turn. She was focused on giving out orders. Not very decisive, though, on the orders, right? As Dante to move toward the north and Lilith to set her cage ablaze as she started to turn around to help the woman, right? The poor woman, naked and abused, right? Hanging by shackles and chains. As that was going on, we'll go into the final phase after melee and movement. We go into, you know, there's no melee to missiles, so we'll do magic next if we had magic going off. Well, Butter, she didn't cast until halfway through the round because she had to move back. And if you remember, if you start moving or doing anything else besides casting, you can't do that, right? So she had to move first, start casting. So she started casting halfway through the round. So her spell won't go off until halfway through the next round. And Lilith here, she was she casting a spell too?
Yes, sleep, but can I direct it towards the north instead?
Because I remember you were trying to move and cast right toward the east, from what I recall. So you moved toward the south and you started casting toward the east. But if you want, you can switch up and start moving toward the north. Either way, you won't be able to cast on time because naturally you moved. If you move at all instead of cast, naturally you won't cast then quite yet because it takes a full 10 seconds. So
we need it towards the east.
You're moving toward the south, preparing to cast toward the east. Do you want to start casting, or do you want to switch and move toward the north instead, and then start casting?
I will just stay at the east.
Focus on the east. All right. Yes. Remember, you must be decisive. If you're not decisive, you'll lose out. Right. The enemy already are decisive. They're not waiting for you, as everyone knows, right? So she figures it out. She starts casting toward the east if she can see them first of all, and she sees too many people in the way. Right. Clark is blocking her line of sight. She needs a clear line of sight in order to cast it. So unless he's cleared out, she's going to cast it's going to fail, right? Let's see. Alright. That should be the end of round 1 of combat. We're moving into round 2. So during round 2, starting with Mafi, you are surrounded. Do you want to continue defending yourself or something else?
Continue to defend.
Very well. So you continue holding the line, defending. Wait, are you playing as Butter or are you playing as Mafi? You only can play as one character.
I'm playing. Well, I was playing as Butter, but I guess you forgot. Sorry, I should have mentioned.
We both might have forgotten. Okay, you can pick now though. Do you want to be Mafi or Butter?
I was playing as Butter.
Okay. Very well. So then you can't choose Mafi's move. So this round, what Mafi does, right? Let's see, is as ordered by Butter, say, right? Let's say he's been ordered by Butter to hold a line against a horde of kobolds. In that case, he will make a discipline check because this is a risky action, right, for him to hold the line against a horde of kobolds. So, loyalty check, and he's breaking, right? So Butter, you're in the middle of casting, and Mafi wants to run, right? So he's on the defensive. He's doing a fighting withdrawal. He's like backing up into you as they continue to pound against his shield. He wants to live, right? He does not want to stand here and just get pounded on, right, by kobolds. So he's starting to back up. He's doing a fighting withdrawal, right? It is the safest way he might be able to retreat. So carefully backing up with the shield in front of him into Butter, who's in the middle of casting a spell. Well, Butter, you started casting your spell last round, but not until halfway. So you have 5 more seconds to go before it goes off. Do you want to continue, or do you want to cancel the spell and do something else?
Continue the cast.
Okay. You concentrate, you finish up your casting, and hopefully it goes off without a hitch. And then, of course, Penelope, back to you. Last turn, you shouted orders in 2 different directions. We're figuring out what to do next. Do you want to start freeing the woman or something else?
I'm gonna do something else considering my options of survival here. I'm gonna lose a fucking arrow into those goblins or kobolds.
Alright, yeah, northwest. Yep, you can fire through the cage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's your
Yeah, that's smart actually.
firing through the cage. Let's see. Next up is Virgil. You were in the middle of casting last round, so you need 5 more seconds to finish casting. Actually, know what? Your spell already finished casting. Yeah. last round, because
Yeah.
you just had to drop a weapon which was free. So you started casting, and at the end of the round, you have a magic missile ready to throw. But the only thing is, you couldn't throw it because you have no line of sight toward the east. However, you could launch it toward the north if you want. You have line of sight there.
I'll launch it towards the north. I need to help them out.
You can have Butter. She's about to get intercepted, right? So you launch your missile toward the north. Penelope will fire toward the north as well. And as you're about, it's instantaneous actually. So you probably did that at the end of the round. You immediately launched it. Would you like to go for an extra attack with it? So the difference is, magic missile deals 1d6 plus 1 damage naturally because it's magical. Because your enemies are small, I'll let them take double damage. So 2d6 plus 2 damage. However, if you want to go for 2 of them, you could, and it automatically hits, and you can do a 1d6 plus 1 to 2 of them. If you want to go for 3 of them, it'd be 1d3. That's
3d6.
it. You want to go for the? You want to go for 3, or do you want to go for 2, or just 1?
2 is good enough.
Okay. So roll 1d6 plus 1, basically, and they'll both take that much damage.
1d6 plus 1?
Yep. They both take 4, so you blast it, 2 of them dead, right? There's no chance of survival with 4 damage. Right.
I got you, bro.
So you blew up 2 of them just now with a magic missile. Right. It went through right the first 2 that was tying against MAFI, right? And Penelope's about to lose another in a moment. But it's still your turn, Virgil. So that was last round. That was round 1, right? So it's round 2 now, right? So as they are doing that, as Penelope's about to fire, as MAFI's about to back up, as Butter's about to launch a spell, Virgil's round 2 action. What will it be? Take up the spear and move into melee or something else?
Yeah, I'll pick up the spear and run
north.
Run to the north. Yeah.
Since there's more space, yeah. It's just Clark here and Dante. They got a choke points, bottlenecked. Okay. And then as you're moving toward the north, you know, Dante had orders from Penelope to move north last round. So let me see his reaction from to Penelope. Even though Penelope's not his master, he can still take orders sometimes, right?
Let's go.
Let's see, loyalty check. He did not listen to Penelope. Instead, he stays. He sticks to his master. So he sees Virgil moving north, and he starts to move north with you. So as he starts to follow you, Virgil, you can give him orders. Like you can tell him to stay there if you want, or you can have him follow you. But he's following you, right? Because you're his master. So, do you have orders for him, or do you want to just let him do what he wants? Because he's your fighter. He's, in his mind, his job is to protect you, right? To fight for you.
I tell Dante to hold the line here.
Okay.
Just help out Clark.
Right. You say, stay back. Help Clark. Right. Yes, sir. Right. That's easily done. Okay. So there's no loyalty check for that. It's not risky at all. And then Lilith, you were in the middle of casting, right? So you need 5 more seconds to go. Do you want to continue casting, or do you want to break your spell casting and try something else?
I want to continue.
Very well. And then Clark, do you want to hold the line still, or something else?
I want to crouch and hold the line. Tell Dante to crouch as well.
All right. So you start crouching, like Dante, get down. Right. And as you come to a knee, you're at the same height level as them now, right? You're not lower than them. So if you were lower than them, you would give them an advantage in melee. But you're the same height, so you no longer get the height advantage, right? You're equaling out with them. So. All right.
No.
Yeah, that should give her a line of sight though. So. All right. So all actions for this round have been declared. Now we shall resolve round 2. So to begin, we'll start with any missile fire. We have Penelope firing into their ranks, right? So we'll do melee too. So
roll. Let's see what happens.
Yep. Roll to hit.
This is a possible lineup.
If you want to do a lineup, that's possible too. Let's see. Right here.
I'll do a lineup and I'll fudge it to a nat 20.
Yeah, that's right. You have Grognar. So you're fudging the first
20.
roll. Okay.
Oh.
So are you fudging the first roll or the second roll?
The second roll. The first roll was a 13.
Let me see if that hits. So a 13 against their first target. That'd be a -4 +1 for close range, and then what's your dexterity? 9, and then +1 for height advantage.
Fucking high.
Oh yeah, sorry, wrong sheet. Let's see, Penelope. Yeah, nice +1 again. So again, you scored a 13, -4 went to 9, +3 went to 12. You hit on the dot, and plus a flank. So you hit the first target, and for the second one you hit him too, right? Because it was a nat 20.
Mm-hmm.
So
Nice.
if you really want to risk it, you can try a third attack. If you really want to risk it, the damage will be even lower.
No, I'm not risking that. We're killing those two though.
Okay, so roll damage for the first one, and the other ones should be an auto kill. The damage for the first one's gonna
What
be
is it for
2d6. Yeah, because you double since they're small.
It's 10.
Okay. And actually,
Five,
it's
five.
gonna be 5 actually, because we went for 2 targets. That's right. So it has to be halved. So since you went for 2 targets, that one's halved to 5. So the first one takes 5, which is still more than enough to kill it, because he only has a max of 4. And the second one's a nat 20. So because it's nat 20, that'd be another 2d6. So roll 2d6 again.
Yeah.
It would, yeah. It's definitely 2d6 this time.
Is it not 4d6?
It's only 2 because remember you went for two attacks, so the damage is halved, right, for both of them.
Alright, fine. That is a 6.
Alright, 2 kills. Yep. And if we kill more than half of them,
Not bad.
you might cause them to break morale, right? If we kill more than half of them, at least on this side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 kills so far, so we can get maybe one more kill. The North group might retreat, right? They might think that they don't have a chance because they're cut off from the other group. So, all right. So, anyway, the North crew is falling apart. We had a shooter here, successful for round 2. MAFI, of course, backing off, doing a withdrawal. Butter's in the midst of casting a spell for round 2, so that won't happen until a little later. In about 5 more seconds. Let's see. Any other missiles? All right. There was some melee, so we'll have to go over melee first.
Also,
What's up?
Lilith was casting as well.
I know.
Fleet.
I know.
Okay.
Just spells don't go off yet. It has 5 seconds. So yeah. Butter and Lilith have 5 more seconds, right? Because they start casting in the middle of last round. It takes 10 seconds. Right. It's they started casting in the middle of round 1. So it didn't go off until the middle of round 2. Right, we're at the start of round 2 still. Right. We just did missiles just now. So now we're going to melee. So Clark is in melee, so we'll see how this goes off, right? As Clark takes a knee to start swinging his axe and spade. At this close of a range, we're now in close range with them, kind of, right? You're close enough range to your spade. Your spade has initiative here, and then of course, then the other attacks are follow-ups. So the initiative order would be your spade, their javelins, and whatever, right? Javelin club, and then your hand axe right after. So roll to hit with your spade, since you're in close quarters now.
Rolls. I got an 8.
Alright, the 8 misses.
Nice.
And before you can swing your axe, or I guess you're swinging them at the same time. Yeah, go ahead and roll again with your axe. It'd be simultaneous with them.
Come on.
2 misses. Alright, your foe, on the other hand, scores 17 and an 11. And with bonuses applied, that is 2 hits. Total damage, 4 damage this time. So as you took your knee, they did max damage both times, right? And they finally took you down, right? After the 2 jabs in the beginning, as you take a knee, the next swings, the club hits you in the side of the head. The javelin hits you in the chest, maybe. Let's see where that final wound went. Alright, it was a chest wound. So the club hit wasn't too serious, but that chest wound is serious, right? You have a punctured chest now. Blood is bursting out of your chest. You bleed out in 2 rounds, right? There's a chance you might bleed out and die. So Clark is down. He is dying. He's not dead yet. Check for consciousness. 1d20. You roll to saving throw versus death.
High or low?
You want to roll high for this one.
I got a nat.
You, Kyle?
Automatic failure. So that might be death, right? For sure. So let's see. Clark is down. Yeah, unfortunate situation for Clark. He's bleeding out quicker than he thought, right? Maybe it wasn't just a punctured chest, but in fact it was maybe a punctured lung, right? So even if he does stop bleeding, he's gonna have a collapsed lung, and that's a really serious injury, right? At the very least, if he lives, he can live to tell the tale so that his next of kin has a better start, right? Otherwise, either way, if this expedition goes decent, and we survive, Clark's next of kin will definitely start off a little better. But for the remainder of the game, honestly, you're welcome to spectate. You probably are out of the rest of the adventure. If you want to head out now, that's fine too. Thanks for playing. Until next time, brother. You're down. Yeah, you're dying. You're not dead yet, but you probably will be dead soon. As unfortunately Clark was stabbed down or beaten and bashed in the small tunnel, Dante was ordered to protect him, right? And Lilith was in the middle of casting, and Dante was told to also take a knee, so he took a knee. And seeing Clark go down, he made a loyalty check to stand and hold the line, right, and defend Lilith. And he passed. He will at least hold the line, right, as they begin to pour out after Clark was killed, right? So the first two killed Clark, still bottlenecking the rest of them, right? Lilith's in the middle of casting, which won't go off quite yet. So we did melee on that side. Now we gotta do their side over here. So casting's about to go off actually. Yeah, should go off like in a sec. But let's see. Should go off right after they finish their movements. This guy here is gonna get an attack in right before the spells go off. But these guys won't get to attack until the spell goes off, right? So let's see. So these guys would move up into position. They would charge and they would close the distance on Butter, right? Or yeah, they would charge forward. Virgil would actually intercept them. Virgil moved in to stab them, and as he stepped forward to stab them, they met him halfway, right? So movement to attack. Movement. Alright, spells should be going off now though. So there's only one more attack we gotta resolve. This guy, right? He just was still there, so his attack would have gone off at the start of the round, right? His melee. Far before the spell went off, so maybe a few seconds before the spell went off. He swung his single weapon at MAFI, who was withdrawing. Landed a hit, I think. Yeah. MAFI's hit again for a total of 2 damage. Barely alive, right? He's withdrawing. He's at 1 hit point left, right? Still alive, just barely. So he's trying to get out of there. He's trying to survive this, right? He's like, hurry up! And, now we go into spells. Butter launched a charm spell on one of them. So did you want to launch it on the one about to get killed by Virgil? The one flanking MAFI? Or another one?
The one flanking MAFI.
Okay, so this one here.
Good choice, right. Good choice.
So he's going to make a saving throw versus spells as the spell goes off against him. He passed, and he's hit by some weird spell for a second, right? But he shakes it off, right? So he closes up. He's about to swing on MAFI, and he's hit by a charm, right? So he like sees you for a second. He's like, his head is spinning, right, for just a brief moment as he's like sees like great beauty for a second, almost thinking that you're an old friend for a second, right? But he fights that feeling off as the others continue to pound MAFI, right? They closed in, and now we're going into the clash. But before that, well, we have one more spell to go off. It's Lilith's spell. She cast it toward the east as Clark went down. Dante's out of her line of sight. She sees the enemy troop. She can see a good chunk of them, right? So, Lilith, you cast it sleep. Roll 2d8 to see how many you affect. This is a very important roll. Probably the MVP roll of the game. You can break the morale with this.
2d8.
Yep, 2d8.
Yeah, 2d8.
This might be the game changer.
14.
Right. Alright, all of them are affected toward the east. They all have to make a saving throw to sleep. So, here comes our saves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
This is our single chance to survive. Let's get...
4,
fucking
5,
go.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2,
Not 1.
3. Okay. I think they need a 16 or higher to pass. Let me double check. We're seeing how many of them actually fall asleep. Alright, they save as normal men against magic. So that's 17? Yeah, 17 to pass. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4 of them passed.
3, 4.
So the 4 in the furthest back, these last 4 here, managed to stay awake, while the others suddenly fell to their knees, right? They were hit by a supernatural force which caused them immediate magical slumber, right? So they just collapsed to the floor, hit the deck, right? Just complete consciousness is lost, right? The other 4 will have to make a morale check to keep fighting or to retreat, right? Or they will retreat if they fail, right? So we broke the enemy line to the east most likely with that sleep spell. and we're about to enter the next phase of the melee. So that's halfway through round 2, and after halfway through round 2, we do movement to melee, right? So movement to contact, right? A lot of them had to move before they could melee. So this guy here moved to attack Butter. Virgil moved in to intercept him, right? Before that could happen. Virgil rolled to hit 1d20.
Okay. What's that? 10.
Okay. Unfortunately, I think that's a miss with all your bonuses applied. If you want, you can go for a lineup though. And as you miss this guy, you can try to hit the other guy that's being charmed, right? Do you want to take that chance, or do you want?
Okay, let's see. I'll try.
Okay.
Yeah. Is it another 1d20?
Yeah, 1d20 again, with a penalty.
Oh, whoops.
It's just an extra chance since he's in your line of attack.
17.
After the penalties and bonuses applied, that 17 gets a total of -8 penalty. We're down to a 9. And now we're relying on your height advantage, which is now 10, your flank advantage, which is now 12, and your strength advantage, which is... What is your strength? Virgil?
Go down.
Okay.
You just passed him. 8.
So now we're at an 11, unfortunately. That might be a miss by 1 single point. Wait, what did I say we were at? Was it? Okay, so again, we scored a 17, -8, right? It was -8 because, for one thing, -4 due to their size, -4 due to the cover he has from his friend, right? So that's a -8. So we went down to 11. Sorry, 9, right? So from 9, we got a +1 due to our height advantage, so that's 10. We got a +2 from flank, so that's 12. And that's, yeah, that's all the bonuses we've got. So with that last -1 penalty, you missed by 1 point due to your low strength. If you had decent strength, that wouldn't have been a problem, but you kind of limped out the last moment. You kind of get that final stretch in, and it wasn't enough. It wasn't a far enough thrust to actually make any effect on this last guy. Unfortunate situation. Instead,
intimidation.
Due to your missing, of course, they ended up crashing into Butter, right? So this guy starts swinging into Butter, and let's see if he gets a kill. So this Butter just finished casting her spell. Butter, you can react to him actually. So right after you cast your spell, you can, if you want, point blank shoot him, right, with your latchet. You want to do that or something?
Point blank, yeah, let's point blank it.
Roll 1d6 for initiative first. He charged you and tried to swing at you before you could point blank shoot him. So give me 1d6 first.
Fuck.
So right after you finished casting, you turned to see him, right? You turned and you tried to take aim and fire, but right before you could, he swung on you, right? Because he only had one job: charge you and swing, right? Where you had to finish casting, then take aim and then fire, right? So you had more to do than he did. So he charged, swung his weapon. Let's see if he gets that hit. All right. With bonuses applied, he lands a hit, and right before you can fire your latchet, the thing is, shooters are pretty susceptible, right? As we know. So it's in our house rules, right? A melee against a gunman or any kind of shooters are vulnerable in melee combat, right? As everyone knows. So let's see. Let's go over that ruling real quick. It's a combat ruling. I just gotta double check it. So it says, and if you want to check it as well, this is all in combat rules section. Under susceptible combat actions, it says combatants using missiles are susceptible. In melee, they are slow, helpless, and have a -4 penalty to hit. So as you're taking aim to fire at this guy, naturally you can't defend yourself while you're firing, right? Instead, as you take aim to fire, he just auto hits you and can choose to auto kill you. He doesn't auto kill you though, right? So right before you could shoot your round into him, right, he ran up to you with his spiked club and smashed your knee in, causing you to fall over and become incapacitated, right? He went for a subdual attack, so he broke your knee, right? He slammed your knee, snapped your, he cracked your knee open, right? So you fall to the floor at 0 hit points, right? He decided to subdue you, take you possibly prisoner after this, right? So he wasn't aiming to kill you, he was aiming to just knock you out or knock you down. So, Butter was subdued. She dropped to 0. She has a broken leg, right? Her knee has been split. There's holes in it with the spiked club. Just bashed your knee in, right? So Butter's at 0 hits. The only thing that could have saved you there was interception, or of course your ability to point blank fire him before you smashed your knee. But naturally, if you were him,
But I.
right,
No,
you wouldn't try to give the person that just used an action a chance, right? So he did not give you a chance to fire. Before you could fire, he broke her knee. So Butter is down. She is not dying, but she does have a pretty bad injury. Let's see. So notes, of course. Status subdued by Kobold. So subdued by Kobold. And of course, injuries, disabilities. This also goes into your notes. Disabilities. This will be probably permanent. Instead of an arrow to the knee, you took a club, right? So disabilities. Okay, you've got a
Broken kneecap.
broken kneecap. Yep. Broken kneecap. Exactly. All right. And it is somewhat bleeding. So it's bleeding slowly though. So you shouldn't bleed out from it. It should. Yeah, I'm not even gonna write bleeding. You're not even dying from it. So just a broken kneecap, some blood, of course, not a lot.
a broken kneecap.
Yep, it just snapped. Her leg went inward, right? Like bent the other way after he smashed it to end it swinging to her knee. Alright, so as she gets her knee bashed in and falls over, dropping the latchet, there's also a trap check with the latchet to see if it misfires, right? Because it's got a trigger and she falls to the ground with her. It does not misfire, fortunately. 2 in 6 chance for a misfire. And then random target, possibly. As she falls over, injured and with her knee, she'll also make a roll to stay conscious. So that's for you. Butter, roll 1d20 to stay conscious from the initial shock, right? See if you can keep your consciousness. Alright, she immediately blacked
I'm
out.
out cold.
So you like hit your head on the floor, right, as you fell over and you knocked out.
Oh.
So you're in a
That's
daze,
also
right?
nice.
She went out. Yeah. So she hits the deck, everything goes black, right? Maybe she won't be able to open her eyes again, right? We'll see how this ends. But the dogmen are overwhelming our small crew. We're not dead yet. Let's see. Now, yeah, they're gonna get a morale check soon, but these are 2 separate crews technically. So if they retreat, these guys don't retreat unless they lose over half their crew, which they only lost 5, right? We needed to kill 1 more.
I'll deal with the fucking dogs up there.
So let's see. As Butters went down, these ones closed in on Mafi and swung on him, right? So about 3 of them were able to engage. 3 more, right? Were able to close and attack Mafi. Here's Mafi getting hit twice more, and Mafi is surrounded. And first one slams into him, takes him to his knee, right? Second one, of course, charges him and runs his javelin through the side of his head, right? So where the soft part in his helm, right? So his head gets pinned into the wall, right? And then of course he's dead. So Mafi is killed against the wall. We lost Mafi. The second, we're about to lose Butter.
Yes. No.
It's going very poorly now, right? The enemy. So we won some, we lost some, and of course, I think that'll be the rest of the round. That's probably it for the round. Maybe Dante has a reaction to the situation. Dante, of course,
I need your help.
was told to hold the line. So he saw Clark go down, and as all those enemies went down, he moved into. He was told to help Clark, so he's gonna pull Clark out of there, right? So he got up, dropped his items to the floor, and started grabbing and pulling on Clark, right? So as the enemies, of course, here make a morale check for the starting of round 3. So now that is the end of round 2. Everyone has had an action. They have had an action. Now it's round 3, and before we even start, we're gonna make morale checks. So the enemy here did not break morale. They needed a 7 or higher to break. So these last 4 will fight to the death. The enemy here, they didn't lose over half, so they'll keep fighting, right? So unfortunately, despite all the damage that Lilith has caused them and our crew up here have caused, the enemy pushed the fight forward, right? They don't retreat, they don't back down. So back to stating actions. So things have gone poorly. Starting with Virgil, do you want to keep thrusting your spear into them? Do you want to retreat, live to fight another day, or something else? If you keep fighting, you'll probably die here. What do you think?
I'm joking. I like to keep thrusting. There's a possible lineup.
Yep, there is. Okay, Penelope, you want to keep shooting or something else?
Please keep shooting.
Yes.
Keep
absolutely.
shooting. Very well, from behind the cage. Lilith, the position's about to be overrun. Do you want to retreat or keep fighting or something else?
I wanna fight the guys that are awake.
Okay, do you want to fire toward the north around Virgil?
There we go.
Or do you want to fire toward the east? Yeah, you can fire to the east. As Dante pulls Clark out of there, you can fire east. These last four are probably going to charge, right? You know, fire that way.
Yes, I wanna fight you.
And then Dante is pulling Clark out at the moment. He was told to help Clark. He couldn't really help him, so the best he can do is pull him out of there at least while he's bleeding out from his gut. Or his lung, right? He's choking up on his own blood. Dante needs bandages to at least have a chance to stop some of the bleeding. Let's see. Put him on his side so he can at least cough the blood out. Let's see, or get it out of his lungs, or get out of his throat so he doesn't choke. And at least try to slow the bleeding down from that one lung that was punctured. He's having a very hard time breathing. Okay. The situation does not look good at all, right? Anymore, at least for half our crew, right? We lost 3 of our guys so far out of 7, so not complete disaster yet. Okay, all actions have been stated, starting with missiles, right? And any initial melee too. So missiles, Penelope, roll to hit. Virgil, roll with your spear. Lilith, roll to shoot your sling. Go ahead and roll. Yep. Enemies have to move to melee first, so they don't even have initiative yet. All of you roll to hit if you haven't done so. Right. At least those who are still alive. So.
Wait, if I'm trying to go for multiple, do I roll to the 20?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll twice then if you're gonna try to go for 2. Stab through one into the other.
Not 20 and 2.
Wow. Okay, so definitely an auto kill for the first one, but the second one got away just barely. Alright, so Virgil kills one right before they close the distance on him.
I would like to use my reroll if that's an option.
So, typically, as we've discussed in the past, unfortunately, currently, all special roles can only be assigned to one PC, right? So,
No, can I use my reroll for my own roll? I'm,
Oh.
a missile.
yeah, of course. Yeah, if you haven't done a reroll yet for your own character.
14.
You're Ragnar. Okay, 14. Alright. Are you trying to go for a lineup or like a line of attack, or are you just going for one attack?
No, we're going for 1.
Okay, so you stick to the one shot. You scored a 14, you said? Right.
Yes. To
With
hit.
bonuses and penalties applied, as they charge in, going after Virgil, you managed to shoot one of them. As they focus on Virgil, right? So you shot one of them dead, for sure.
Yes.
This one ran toward Virgil, who got past his spear. He killed one. You killed one. This one got past his spear, closed the distance, is about to swing on him. This one here, he moves in toward the cage, right? And the gap between the cage, for all the poles, it's made of wooden poles, by the way. The gap is only about half a foot wide, right? So technically, kobolds can squeeze through if they really tried. He's not squeezing through quite yet, but he does move into Penelope and starts jabbing at her with his javelin, right? As he moves in to jab at you, can back away, right? You can like get back to the wall. You want to just back up, avoid a stab.
I mean, yeah, back up and pull my own knife.
All right, so you draw the knife in the other hand in case he gets too close. You can defend yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And as he's trying to scare you away, right? The others charge and close on Virgil. See, this one was starting here, right? And he sees Lilith firing at them too. Lilith, what'd you roll for your 2 hit?
I got an 8.
An 8? Okay. You missed, sadly. And they staggered their movement, so they weren't trying to get lined up on. And these two, they start here, so 5, 10, 15, right? They closed in on Lilith. This one moves in to attack Virgil's flank. And this guy was scaring off Penelope, right? He moved here, tried to thrust Penelope. He's like barking at her to stay back. He's like, yelling in kobold toward her, and you can understand this kobold because you speak his language. You're a dwarf. These are your sworn enemy. As a child, you were raised to hunt kobolds, or they're a historical enemy of dwarves, right? And he's like, "Get back there, dwarf, where you belong, right? Get against that wall." Right?
God, fucking racist.
I'll throw the knife at him.
Yep. So you backed up, and you're gonna throw the knife at him next round. Right? You pull the knife free after you fire.
I don't know if I'm either throwing it or shooting an arrow at him. But either way, it's gonna be missile and it's gonna be funny.
Right. Because he's like barking at you. Okay. So wait, Lilith, were you firing toward the east or toward the? You were firing toward the east, right? Toward the ones, yeah.
I'm now confused now.
Yeah, she was shooting at these guys. She missed. So she missed those guys. That means her back is turned to these guys, right? And that's not good for her. So these guys came charging down the tunnel, and Dante, as they charge in, he was assigned by his master Virgil to defend and hold the line, and he finished pulling Clark out of the way. He's gonna do his job. It's not too risky yet. If things go too poorly, then he might make another loyalty check. But he steps in the way, not fully in the way, just to the side, to start swinging on them as they close in. And the first thing he does as they close in is, well, he drops his 10-foot pole, and he takes his hand axe in two hands, so he'll do extra damage, right? So let's say you drop that pole to the floor real quick.
Do I pull for do I roll for Dante or?
You don't. He's an NPC. So.
Okay.
All right. They close in.
Good
right?
to know.
Yep. And then here's the initiative. Right. They both have normal size, so equal initiative rolls. Dante rolls first, 2, and then 4. So they beat Dante by 2 seconds. Before Dante could swing, he readied his attack. Right. Prepared to swing. They charged him forward. They thrust spear or javelin and club into him as they were under fire by Lilith. And Lilith, if you want, I'll give you one more shot, because technically you had a lineup then, right? You weren't firing toward the north, you were firing toward the east. So roll one more time, and if you roll high enough, you might get a lucky shot, like get past the first one into the second one. So go ahead and roll to see if you get that line of attack. All right, yeah, that's a miss. Sorry. Yeah, it's still a miss. Unfortunate. All right. So they close in on our Dante, and they start stabbing and jabbing into him, right? And let's see if either of them get a kill. And fortunately, Dante managed to defend himself just barely. He fights them off. Or actually, let me check his armor. He might get hit. Let's see. Helmet on. Is that all? Okay. So they have bonuses to hit. Actually, they have +4 because he's a large enemy.
Okay.
So actually, yeah, they both hit. Because he didn't have any body armor on, right? Any actual armor, just the helm. So if he had some armor, he would have survived, but he didn't. So they hit him, right? The damage is total of
low hit.
3 damage total. So he survived it. He tanked it. He's a huge fighter, right? One jabs his leg, one jabs his thigh, right? Lilith fired into the ranks, didn't hit a single one. It just whizzed past them overhead. But as we move into the next round, we're about to move into the next round. As the enemies were being lit up and killed, and like over half of them killed, there's others that did movement to attack. They still have to finish their attacks, right? So they did movement. They haven't attacked yet. So this one here and this one here attacked Virgil. So see if they hit. So rolling to hit. Nat 1. So this guy nat 1 against Virgil. So I'm gonna say he gets his weapon stuck in your shield. He has to take 1 round to free it. Whereas this guy just misses you completely from the flank, I think. Well, let's check his
That's scary.
Actually, you might hit. Let's check your armor. Hopefully you're wearing some good armor. You are wearing good armor. Alright, you survive it, Virgil. So yeah, you were in the heavy armor for a good reason, right? You slowed the crew down, but you're able to tank, your armor is able to tank the hit from the side. So you jabbed into the plate cuirass, right? It just like glances off the armor, right? Smooth metal armor. And then of course this one took Lilith from behind, and since it's coming from behind, it's gonna go in for a this is gonna go for a normal attack, right? Let's see, but it has a huge advantage to hit her, right? While she's firing, she was in the middle of firing actually, and if you're in the middle of firing your weapon, and you're attacked, as already known, you are helpless. So it subdued her, right? Came in from behind, and it swung its weapon to the back of her leg, right? It broke her knee too, right? So he took her to the floor. She falls over with a broken knee, and he gets on top of her, right, to finish her off possibly. So he broke her knee, ran in there, smashed her leg, right? She falls over. Poor elf, right? So 2 downed characters. We'll check if Clark bled out to death now. So Clark, if you're still here, if you're not, no worries. Roll 1d20 versus death saving throw to see if you're still bleeding or if you're dead, right? Because it's every other round.
I will, right?
Yeah, roll high. So
18,
you're still alive. You're not dead yet, but you're still dying.
Oh
You
my
need bandages
God.
ASAP, right? Butters, of course, she's not bleeding out. She's just unconscious. Mafi's dead, so Clark is bleeding out every other round, right? He might bleed out to death. So he's fighting for his dear life, right? He's not giving up the fight yet.
He's fighting his own battle.
Wheezing blood. Yeah, he's just choking on blood. Let's see. Trying to like slow the bleeding. He's got his hands on his gut, right? Trying to stay conscious.
He could rip my shirt and use it as bandages, right?
That's not enough. You have a leg or a lung injury, right? That's really bad. You need real bandages for that. Let's see. An open chest wound.
Shit.
So much blood everywhere, right?
You're real toy.
Let's see.
Oh, damn,
Right.
I know.
So there's a hole in that lung, one of your lungs, right? It's collapsed. Let's see. So you're just breathing from one lung at the moment. You're wheezing. Okay, so yeah, situation looks terrible now, right? But fortunately, before the start of round 4 now, the enemy to the north have a morale check. They lost over half their crew, right? So they get a morale check. And they hold the line, right? Despite the situation, they keep fighting, right? So, despite how poorly it has gone for them, it has also gone pretty well for them too, right? They have taken down over half your crew, so there's just 3 left, and technically Penelope's out of the fight too, right? She's just like a trapped animal, right? So, starting with Virgil, you want to fight to the death or something else? You're about to be surrounded, right? Lilith is down, Butter is down, Clark is dying, and Mafi is dead.
Oh my God, this is actually a hard decision. I'm sorry.
You can push out of here if you really try.
Dante, I know.
Virgil, I will hunt your ass if you
Alright.
need to die.
You got 10 seconds to decide. The enemy won't wait.
I'll hunt you.
Keep thrusting at the ones in front of me.
Keep fighting. Alright.
And
And
I sounded wrong.
Yep, you keep thrusting, you keep fighting at them. They don't give you a lineup this time, so you can't sap 2 at once. They spread out, right? So it's gonna be 3 on you. Or
That's
this
fine.
guy, last turn, he stabbed at Penelope and he saw Penelope backing up. He squeezed through the bars, right? So now he's inside with her, right?
Hey.
So
Oh,
he didn't just stand there, right? He squeezed through too. Like she moved, he moved as well. So he squeezed through the bars. And Penelope, you have a chance to shoot him, right? But bear in mind, shooters are vulnerable in melee. So if you don't manage to shoot him, right, you're completely helpless against him in melee. He'll do whatever he wants, right? He'll have a free attack, a free auto kill, possibly. So while you miss the shot, right, you'll just have an open target to hit anything he wants. Let's see. So Virgil here is going to continue fighting. Penelope, he's moving in for close combat. If you don't want to be auto killed in close combat, you will switch to your knife and enter melee with him. Do you want to do melee or do you want to fire? But your bow has more damage and accuracy, right? So if you shoot him, point blank shoot him and hit him, you're good to go. But if you miss the shot, you're doomed, right? In point blank, right?
Fuck it, I'm shooting.
Okay, you're gonna shoot. Don't roll yet.
You're crazy.
Or if you want, yeah.
I'm crazy, but it's gonna work.
And then Dante, his master is still alive, still fighting.
I got a 13.
Okay. And then hold that 13 for a moment, because we're just deciding action still. Dante's possibly going to be overrun soon. Let me check his hit points. He's not even at half yet. So he's going to hold the line since his master's holding the line. He'll do as his master does, right? And now we can actually see what happens. So, and just to double check, we'll go over combat sequence. So here's the combat sequence. In case you guys don't know where it is, it's in the combat rules. Alright, here it is right here. Right, so this is combat sequence. So missiles are first. So we'll start with any missiles on either side. And I think there is only one, which is Penelope. So Penelope, you said 13 to hit?
Penelope, you're crazy.
So you get 13 to hit at point blank. You get a +1 due to close range. You're at 14. You have height advantage, so you're at 15. And then because he's small, you went down to 11, right? because it's -4 since he's small. Do you have any other bonuses? Let's see. Oh, your dexterity, 12, and that's on the dot. You needed a 12 or higher to hit. You got just enough, right? So you hit him, and now it's up to your damage to do the job, to end the job, right? So for your damage, it's gonna be double damage because he's small, so 2d6 damage total. Also, actually, I just remembered. Maybe you forgot as well, but you're a dwarf, so dwarves have fighting skill. Fighting skill allows you to do either or, +4 to hit or double damage, right? So let's try to remember that moving forward. So Penelope, I guess you'll just auto kill him, right? Because you already hit, so you just auto kill him. So Penelope point blank shoots that guy and kills him, right, before he can close the distance, because you have higher hit dice than him.
Do a double kill here?
There was no lineup for you.
Was that not?
It wasn't possible. Yeah, there was no one behind him.
No, okay. I just wanted to ask. Cool.
Yep.
So he's dead.
Yep, you loose the arrow to him, and then you're knocking your next arrow for the next shot, possibly. You had to.
Yeah,
by the way,
I'm
you had to
knocking
drop
the
the
next
knife to get that shot off. So your knife fell to the floor.
That's fine. I keep getting ready with fucking shots.
Okay. Oops. Yeah, you can keep shooting from behind the cage. Okay. All right. So we'll see. Hopefully this all goes well. Our poor Virgil's on the end of the line here. He might die in this move, but we're in our melee phase now, right? So for melee, Virgil roll to hit. I'll be rolling for Dante, and you lost initiative. They have initiative against you because they're in close combat.
Oh no, that's not good.
Smaller weapons. All right, so you're gonna miss, and you're up against 3 this time. And the 2 at the front. We got 1 on the front, 1 on the flank, 1 in the rear. So I'll just roll height order. So, and that one's from the front. Actually, this guy's stuck, so he spent his round freeing his weapon from you, right? So he's unfreed, or he's freed now. But the 6 and the 12, the 6 came from the flank, so that would be a +2 for the flank, +4 for close combat, for small size. So he missed because of your heavy armor. However, the one in the back might hit. So the one in the back,
Yeah, they get some possibility.
he scored a +4 due to his small size, so it went up to 16, and then +4 again because he's attacking from the rear. So that's 20 to hit. Let's check your armor now. Let's see. He's got the low ground, so maybe at 19 against Virgil, who's standing upright with heavy armor on.
Virgil's up above
Yep.
here.
So your armor class right now against Tim, this is a 3 from your plate, 2 from your gambeson, 1 from your dex, 6 total. That 1 from your, so 6 total. So you're currently at AC 3 against him. So his 20 or 19 is going to hit for sure. So he got a hit from the rear. He dealt you 1d2 damage from the rear. You took 1, your first hit. You got 3 hit points left, right? You got stabbed in the back.
The very first wound.
Right.
I'll cherish
You feel it, right? In the back of your leg. He stabs you with his dagger. Or his club, I mean. He beats your leg in with his club. But you hold the line. It wasn't enough. Your leg is sturdy, right? Let's see. Dante, on the other hand, as he's being beaten against by 2, another one squeezed past his friends and quickly got into position from here. This guy too, right? They squeezed around, and before they could attack, these guys will engage, right? So as you guys were moving into position, Dante was it was a 1v2, right? And they're in close combat. Let's see, Dante's initiative is a 5 versus 1. They're all using normal size, actually. Axes versus their clubs and javelins and daggers and such.
Let's go.
Dante won the initiative.
My boy.
He's going to do a 2-handed swing, and he's going to try to go for 2. He's going to try to cleave through both, right? With his hand axe, try his best. Both attacks missed, so he swung and missed into the wall. And as he swung that miss, here comes their counterattack. The first 2 also miss, right? So he swings overhead, then he steps back and kicks him back, and then he gets flanked, right? Or rear-ended. He gets rear-ended and flanked by 2 different kobolds that was squeezing past. The rear attacker scored a miss, possibly. Let's see. Well, actually, no, that's a hit. Because he has no armor on.
What?
So, he has no armor. Because it's +8 from the rear, right? +4 small size, +4 from the rear, +8 total. So he's hit from the rear. And for the flank, he's also hit. Total damage, 3. And Dante's still standing, just barely. He's got an enemy stab in his side and in his back, right? So he's just getting surrounded and stabbed to death, right? He has like 4 different holes in him now, right? Still standing. All right. The fight is going all right. Our fighters / magic users are managing to stand still. It's kind of crazy. Penelope. Oh, Lilith, did I have you roll against your saving throw to see if you're conscious still? Do you remember if you did that? I can't remember if she's conscious or not.
Lilith?
Heart, are you still there?
Yeah, sorry.
It's okay. Did you roll for consciousness?
What is the roll?
Okay, 1d20.
1d20.
Versus death. Yeah.
Everyone said that instantly.
You guys know. You guys are getting better. Yeah. Slash roll space 1d20. You're gonna try to stay conscious. So if you're still conscious, you can actually still do stuff, right? You're just at 0 hit points. What'd you get?
I got a 12.
I think that fails. Let me double check. Elf needs a 12. Yeah, you passed. So you're still conscious technically. So you can start crawling away while this is all happening, right? So you can't technically take any actions, like any attacks. If you do, it's at a penalty. But you have a broken leg, right? You're conscious with a broken leg. So you could be crawling away, you could be casting a spell. You technically could be shooting your sling into this guy if you want, as he's stabbing Virgil in the back.
Do it.
Right.
Do it.
You have a broken leg, but you can still fire from the ground. You want to do it anyway? But you will attract attention to yourself, right? So you're asking for another combat, or for him to finish you off, right? You want to risk it?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, roll the hit. You gotta roll the hit then.
I'm gonna.
You gotta shoot him in the back, right? He left you there to just stay there, right? He broke your leg and then moved on to go kill Virgil.
Yeah, fucker.
And you shoot him in the back. You stabbed Virgil in the back just now, in the back of his leg. Or no, not stab, but bashed him in the back of the leg, right? With his spike club. You got a nat 1, and Virgil technically was in the line of fire, so you actually hit Virgil in the back possibly. Roll a hit against Virgil. This is called friendly fire, right? Because he's in the line of fire technically. So that's also a risk we took, and we got a nat 1, so that means
if that kills me.
roll a hit against Virgil. Hopefully you don't get a nat 20, because if you do, you might just take him out yourself. And his misery.
Oh my gosh.
His chance to defend your crew. His final moments. Yeah, roll again, Heart, for Lilith. See if she hits her friendly fire. Okay, so with bonuses applied, that is a hit. So go ahead and roll damage. It's going to be 1d4 for damage.
Oh my gosh.
And Virgil has 3 hit points, so don't score a 3 or a 4 when you roll 1d4, and you want to score low for this.
Don't say that.
Right?
This is going to happen.
Don't say that.
It's gonna happen. Yeah.
Oh
All right,
God.
headshot. So, right, it's an auto kill. When over, yeah. So, unfortunately, you try to save Virgil. You're down. You're firing, and unfortunately, there's a misfire. Right, you fire into. You fire basically into the back of his. Yeah, probably into the back of his head. Right, so you slung upward. The stone went up into you're spinning it. You launched it toward a kobold, but it just went up into the back of his head, and cracked his, skull or something. Right, killed him. So went through his hit his neck. Right, it's a stone. A whole ass stone. And just broke at the back of his neck, and his neck snapped. Right. Took a stone to the back of his head, just snapped his neck, and died right on the spot. So he fall forward. So the kobolds are confused in their mind. On their team, they're like, "Yay, enemy got friendly fire!" Right. So that's good for them. Right. So he's probably gonna thank Lilith later, right, for that. Unfortunate situation here.
Thank Lilith later for that. Motherfucker, she's gonna end up in a worse fate than me.
All right. So it's just up to Dante now. He's completely surrounded, stabbed, and as Virgil falls down, it's the end of the round now. About to be right. Penelope got a shot off, but here comes the morale check for Dante. he lost his master. He broke morale, so if he can retreat, he will. If he can't, he will surrender. So seeing that he's surrounded, he has to surrender. So he surrenders to the enemy. He's like, please spare me. He drops his axe, right? He swung a mist. The enemy surrounded him. They keep stabbing and he broke morale. So he's gonna surrender in this case. Let's see the reaction.
Well, he's lining up a shot for me, so...
Okay, so as they're all doing that, you know, Penelope, you knocked another arrow, but as Virgil went down, this guy grabbed that butter and put a knife to her neck, and it's like, you know, it's like, drop it, right? In Kobold, right, telling you the dwarf. And this guy runs over to Lilith. Do you want to shoot anyway? He puts a knife to her neck and tells you to drop the bow. Do you want to?
Please.
Right. This guy's here.
Hit him.
Hang on, how many are left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
They're not certain what to do with Dante, but two of them pull him back, right? As these guys get ready to deal with you. Do you want to surrender, Penelope, or something else? Or do you want to keep fighting?
If I surrender, I'ma die. These things don't show mercy. I know that for a fact.
Well, I mean, she's still alive, and she was an adventurer, right?
She has been raped, probably.
She's still alive.
Keep in mind, there are 3 women right
Probably.
now.
That's the most likely scenario.
What do you want to do? He's like, drop it, right? He takes Lilith, right? Lilith is grabs her by the back of her hair, and, like, slaps her in the face and says, "We're gonna kill her if you don't drop it," right?
Uh-oh.
You gonna drop the bow?
Don't surrender, my friend.
I don't surrender. I shoot an arrow, killing 2.
All right, you have it knocked. Which one you want to fire? They're not lined up for you. They spread out.
There is 2 lined up for me.
Oh, I guess maybe these 2. Just it's not really lined up though. It would go past. So very low chance to hit,
I mean,
but
that's
possibly these 2.
Possibly.
You want to do it? Okay, go ahead and roll
I'll
the
roll
hit.
2 d20s and see what happens.
Imagine that one.
I got a 6 and a 10.
All right, complete misfire. So fired into the wall.
Yeah.
And in response, as you were firing, they were squeezing through, right? So they squeezed through the hole or the cracks in the gaps, right? Squeeze through the gaps in the bars, which are 6 inches apart, right? So for a kobold, that's pretty decent, right? They can do that. So they squeeze through their cage, and as you launch a shot, and as soon as they get toward you, you're like forced into the woman, and they start grabbing on you, right? And they, of course, eventually just quickly overwhelm you. This guy holds onto Lilith by the scalp and just continues to pull her on her hair and drag her away, right? She's got a broken leg. And these guys, with Dante, Dante's pleading for his life. The reaction was uncertain at first. And then, right, they're thinking about it. They have to make a decision, right? They're uncertain. Their job is pretty simple when it comes to men, right? To kill and eat them, right? Consume their flesh. So they think about it some more. They're thinking, they're like, just gonna wait. They don't actually, they'll take you prisoner, it seems, right? Maybe they have a different job for you. So they decide to just drag Dante off too, right? Dante's disarmed, dragged off. Lilith is being dragged off. But the fate of this crew is unknown at that point, right? Like, they took Penelope to the floor, and of course, took her prisoner as well, captured her. So these guys go all MIA, no confirmed deaths between these 4 at least. Maybe she'll be the next person we see on chains next time we play, right? We'll see. But fell for the trap, right?
We will make a comeback, Ekin. I swear to Christ. I will come back.
The booby trap.
Go pull in
ambush,
every
right?
retainer you have next time.
They're gonna do horrible things to the prisoners, right? That's what's been heard, right? The wild dog men do horrible things to their
50
enemies.
men.
Right.
The House of Gold will not allow this.
It is not advisable to bring women into the dungeon or into the crew. Right.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know why I encouraged her to throw that damn rock.
Yeah, now she's gonna suffer a fate worse than death, right? She's gonna actually suffer.
But what did I expect?
So, horrible things now will happen to these 3 and 4, right? Let's see.
We all know.
All right, that'll be the end of this adventure.
At least they're still alive.
They probably want to be
Maybe.
dead instead, right? They're gonna be traumatized and retired. Even if you save them, their characters are basically broken, right? Mentally destroyed. So, all right.
Let's be real, the kobolds are gonna be fucking terrible.
He's
Like,
dogman.
Dante is gonna either be killed or hard laboring the rest of his life, which is gonna be short. The women are probably gonna be in a worse situation than him getting ripped.
Very well.
Might
Unfortunate.
be a leader. You don't know that.
I'll see you guys at the next game. Take a, yeah. Thank you for
Good
playing.
idea.
Take a nice break.
Almost-
Yeah.
We almost actually had
Yeah, bye,
everything
DM.
under control.
Have a good night. Yeah, thanks for playing. There might be another game in an hour. I've got to write up a report, but yeah. I'll see you guys. Thanks for playing. Good night.
Bye. Bye.